Hey guys, I'm back after what is it, 3 months? I had some health issues, some events cancelled, but I'm finally back. As you can see, I've got a spot here. You're gonna have Tom Lohman joining me later on to commentate, and throughout the day and the weekend, we're gonna have different 6++ guys joining me to commentate. And I'm thinking for the final, I'll try to get Tom and Scrivo maybe to commentate on it, so you know, 6++ fans can have some joy and watch the final of the 6++ GT. For game one, we've got an interesting one. I haven't seen it before. It's Shadow Legion. I've got it on my phone, so we're gonna go through the rules for them, because I'm sure you don't know either. We've got Peter and Gavin setting up. They're slowly deploying. The round starts at 1:30, but you know, whenever players are here early, they're allowed to start early. So we're gonna go through the lists, we're gonna go through the rules generally, and see where it goes. Hopefully there is no significant tech issues because you know, 3 months in the box. One of my cameras already died. If you remember, that's the caster cam I bought brand new. Hopefully it behaves well. There is no lag. I think it's decent. It's the newer version of the ones I'm currently using. But hello Arson, how are you doing? Yeah, it's been a while. I've had some weird blood pressure issues, some heart condition that they're trying to diagnose, so they told me not to strain myself. And as you know, being a one-man band, bringing the whole setup and setting it up quickly and then playing is not easy. Taking it slow, but we've got a bunch of things planned to keep the continuity and a lot of content coming onto the Glasshammer channel, so I'll keep you posted with a big posts coming soon, I think. But in the meantime, let's move away from me and move into the lists, because that's probably what you're mostly interested about. You've got Gavin on Vanguard Spearhead, which is your Space Marines. He's playing Raven Guard, because why wouldn't you if you're playing Stealthy Detachment? He's running a Captain with a Plasma Pistol and a Power Fist, a Captain with a Jump Pack, Chainsword and a Hand Flamer with Ghost Weave Cloak. Then you've got the Judiciar with Absolver Pistol, which is your standard loadout, Kaivan Shrike, which is great. And then I'm not sure why Battle Line isn't capitalized, I'll fix it later. We've got Assault Intercessor Squad, which is great because they've got a bunch of attacks, they're a battle line and they can just get around the board to your mission. Then, for transports, we've got an Impulsor, and it has some shooting, so it's not too bad. Then 3 JPIs, which is a staple of a Space Marine army. They're so undercosted, they're amazing with impact hits and some damage. You know, go in, throw grenades, shoot your plasmas, do impact hits, kill the transport, pile in, kill the squad inside. That's usually how they work, or they do the mission. They're amazing. You've got a Ballistus, which has, you know, reroll to hit and wound if you're like above half strength, I think. You've got an Inceptor squad with bolters, which have sustains, and then you've got an Inceptor squad with plasmas, which just have damage. You overcharge them, you probably lose half your squad and kill one model, which is what happens in my experience. But they get 6 inches deep strike, so they can do a bunch of things. You've got 2 3-man plasmas and 1 6-man bolter. Then you've got 2 Incursor squads, and Incursors are pretty good because if they hit you and your entire army gets +1 to hit, they are decent in the damage, and they've got a Melta Bomb as well. Then Squad of Outriders, big footprint, very quick, they can do the mission. On top of that, you've got 2 Scout squads, and the reason they're split is one of them has bolters and one of them has knives. I'm not sure if it's planned or just because that's the models they have, but that's how it is. Stern Guard squad, again, they could do a bunch of dev wounds. They've got 4 combi, I don't know if they're combi bolters, basically Stern Guard weapons, and then 1 heavy bolter, all with dev wounds, so they can put out a pretty decent amount of firepower. You've got Stormspeeder Hammer Strike, that's the one with anti-tank, with some meltas, and effectively an anti-tank one, the mid-range one, I believe. And then we move into the Shadow Legion. Shadow Legion is the new detachment that just came out in the Dataslate, and what it is effectively Chaos Demons with allied Chaos Space Marines. 1 second. No, sorry, I'm talking to the guys. I didn't know. Yeah, sorry, I was just asking if I'm going down for the picture, but I didn't know they're taking a picture. I didn't know they're taking the picture, so I'll just stay here and talk to you guys. It's a bit quieter for a moment. It's gonna get louder as they come back. But that gives us time to go through the Shadow Legion. The Warlord is Be'lakor. And he has to be the Warlord because one of them has to be a Demon Prince, and Be'lakor is a Demon Prince. Then you've got a Bloodthirster, which you know what Bloodthirster does, just goes and bonks stuff very hard. Chaos Lord with a Demon Hammer, so he can go Super Saiyan. It's his rule, it wasn't an army rule, so he can get to AP 3, 6 attacks, 3 damage with Dev Wounds, which is pretty amazing. Then another Chaos Lord with the same thing, and that one has Mantle of Gloom. And what Mantle of Gloom is an aura. It costs 20 points, and in the Shadow Legion, while enemy unit is engagement range of the bear, subtract one from their objective control. Which is amazing because, you know, everything in that unit is probably gonna be OC2 for legionaries, and he himself is OC1, so it's gonna be OC7 on the objective. You with -1 would have to have a bunch of models on there after he attacks to, you know, to hold that objective. So that's a pretty good choice. Then the normal Chaos Lord with nothing, Cultists to just screen or play the mission. 2 squads of legionaries, which is a staple. They get 2 power fists, icon, plasma pistol, and a last cannon. Heavy melee weapon is a power fist, that's why I'm saying 2. Then you've got Havocs. You don't see Havocs very often. These Havocs run last cannons, plasma gun, power fist, and the second squad is heavy chain cannons, plasma gun, and a power fist, because Sergeant can wield both. Then 10 Warp Talons. 10 Warp Talons are amazing. They're very fast with rerolling wounds. They can pick up any unit and then jump up. Effective is a trading piece. They just bounce back. You come out, play the mission, they come out, kill you, and they jump up. It's a free trading. Then they rapid ingress back and repeat. Beast of Nurgle, very tough to kill because they heal to full if you don't kill them. And then 3 units of Flesh Hounds that we're just running around and playing the mission. I'm gonna go through the stratagems as they are pretty interesting. One of them is a Shadow Legion unit from your army can fight on death. And fight on death is on a... Oh, sorry, it's not fight on death. It does mortal wounds when they die on a 4 to 5, but if there's Slanesh, they do it on +2, so 2 to 3. They do D3, and on a 6+, they do 3 mortal wounds, so that's Spiteful Demise. Then you've got Channeled Wrath, so a unit gains Lance, but if they're Khorne, they get +1 AP as well, so you can see that dogs can actually hurt quite a lot. Then Death Denied, it's your standard Zinch thing where you heal free or res a model. It was the same in the Index CSM, if you remember. Then you've got, effectively as Pact Bound Zealots, I think they're called now. Then you've got another Shadow Legion one, where units from your army that arrive from reserves until the end of the phase, weapons equipped have ignore cover. It's pretty good. Shade Path. Your opponent's charge phase just after enemy declares a charge. One Shadow Legion from your army that was selected as the target of the charge until the end of the phase is -2 to charge rolls. In addition, if the unit is Nurgle, that enemy must take a battle shock test. Pretty good. And the last one, end of your fight phase, up to 1 Shadow Legion Heretic Astartes, so your Legionaries and Lord, and up to 1 Shadow Legion's Demonica unit from your army. You can select these units that are not within enemy range, remove them from the battlefield and put them in strategic reserve. So you can bounce your squads around to do some mission, charge, kill something, and go away into the reserves. Let me go back to my camera. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong one. That one. Sorry, I'm back. As you can see, the room, well, you cannot see, but the room is empty. Everyone's downstairs getting a brief and taking photos, and I'm stuck here in an awkward attempt to explain what I'm doing, which is never easy. So, as I said, I had a few health complications, so I couldn't have, apparently strained myself according to the doctors. So I had to take it slow, and I was thinking, well, if going abroad, because I was meant to stream Alpine Cup, is not viable, because it's a bit dangerous for me at this point, I'll have to stay local. And there's not many big local events. The Epic Flail guys are streaming UKTC, I'm streaming pretty much everything else here. The only thing to viably do is go back to doing some content to give you continuity, because I don't want to stream once a month or once every 3 weeks. So what I'm planning to do is bring back Thursday night fight. It might not be Thursday, it might be another day, but you know the premise is the night fight. Manny's moving back into 40k, so he's playing again. So I got him, I got Dan, I got Garev, I've got the entire Glasshammer crew. I've got guests, I've got Nassim that can come. I'll speak to Tom, see if the 6++ guys wants to come. We can have something cool going. I'm thinking I've got a great idea on battle reports. Edited battle reports, much shorter, not 3-hour ones anymore, about an hour or hour and a half. Bite-sized pieces of content, and I think you guys are gonna love it. I think I'm gonna love editing it, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. So don't worry, there's a bunch of more content, but it's gonna be mixed events and pre-recorded games or live-streamed games. And I think live-streamed games are the most popular because we've got a bunch of banter, a bunch of fun, bunch of games. But yeah, we've got players coming back. I'm gonna unmute them as soon as they're at the table and they start playing. They've deployed halfway through or even fully because their armies are not too massive. And you can hear what thoughts they have on the games. I can see Gavin's at the table. Peter's here as well. So they'll be playing surely. And yes, Arson, I'm doing well. I'm on medication. It's just they don't want me to strain too much. There you go. But I'm gonna unmute the players. And as you can hear, everyone's back in the hall. And I'm gonna give you a table view. This one is a bit too dark. I'll fix it in a second. Everything's a bit too dark, but as we know, I can fix everything. So let's unmute the players and see what they have to say.
For containment and mark for death.
Okay.
Behind enemy lines, goes back in to mark them up.
Mark for death can be Pledge Scepter, Bolt Scepter, Fight First Unit. Oh, sorry, Pete, would you mind if I just scouted my incursors
No.
Is that all right, mate?
Yeah, go for it.
I forgot to do it.
And in the meantime, I'll quickly
Just
change
into
the camera brightness
the ruin
because
there.
I'm not really happy with it.
Cool.
Just a bit of forward
Mark for
movement.
death, I don't care what you pick, that's going to be a
That's
stupid.
fine, yeah.
If the camera's a bit shaky, don't worry. It's people walking around. We 40k players are heavyweights.
Thank
They
you,
would have been
sir.
really
So,
useful when I did deployment.
as you can
about,
imagine,
like,
it'll
10
be an
minutes
issue.
ago. Containment's pretty easy. I'll get 6 points on that doing either side of the board. I hope. Yeah.
Yeah, you can come out here and do it, can't you?
It might
And
be
stay
more
on the
It
objective.
might be more difficult. Might actually struggle on this side.
Yeah,
There you go.
this can
And
go on
yeah,
here
we've
and
got
do it
Tom
easy.
joining us.
Take it a 6
He's
inch
finally
move or
finished his
5
brief.
inch move.
I'll have to adjust the audio to make sure everything is alright because it's pretty loud here. But let us know in the chat if you can hear us. How are you doing, Tom? Your first event?
Yes, I'm very excited, mate. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, nerds. It's good to have to reunite
Yeah,
with David.
don't worry. I'm fiddling around.
That's all right. Just get the
Tom's
sound
face.
nice and close there.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, it's
There
pretty
we go.
loud in this venue. Yeah, I mean, look, we're really excited. First ever GC that we've run as a team, and we've got 53 people here, and we know basically all of them, and it's just an amazing feeling. It's so cool to see so many people that we know. And really excited for a big old weekend of Warhammer with all the new rules.
Yes, exactly.
That's the main thing for me. It's all the new stuff. I can't wait.
All the new orcs.
Yeah. We got 6 Orcs players here.
Yeah,
I think they're going to have a good weekend.
Yeah, I've always played orcs. We've got plenty of people coming out.
Oh, a lot of Orc mains. Yeah, Mike Duff. Long time Orc main.
long time orc main. I'll keep players in the background. I'll be playing with the audio so you can hear us and them pretty easily. I'm trying to keep the crowd out of your
Just over
ears,
18,
but we
so
all
what
like
you're
crowd in
saying
the
is-
background, so we'll be fine.
Yeah. Bit of noise.
You want me to shoot you?
So I've had a look at the Shadow
I
Legion,
don't like
Okay,
reactive
wonderful.
move. You're right.
and the Shadow Legion is actually just Chaos Demons with Marines.
Yeah. But then
quite
like
literally.
some little buffs for each of the different god types, right? They got like the different things for Khorne and Slanesh. And
Yes, it's basically like packed bound zealots for
yeah.
for demons.
No, it's very exciting. I think probably. Oh, we got mic volumes are a little uneven. Do I need to be up or down, mate? You let me know.
I'll bring you down a little bit because I'm generally pretty quiet.
I'm quite a loud guy.
There we go. Yeah, give us feedback on the audio. It's just sliders for me, so I'm working on them. I'm a bit rusty because I haven't done it for 3 months.
He's going to do containment.
He's containing.
Cool. The Warp Talons.
But yeah, no, I think it looks like a really exciting detachment
ones
at
are-
first glance. Shadow Legion. This was the one I've not
Yes.
dived
So all I'm
into too
going to do
much.
is land
You can bounce units around. You've got some lands, so you've got options of I'm going in. I've got extra AP +1 to wound. After I kill you, I'll bounce off the board and come back.
Yeah.
So I think that's the idea of how this army is supposed to work.
Yeah, and I think certainly looking at Peter's list at first glance, I'm sure you've already talked about it. My question with this is, 2 units doing that with the Bloodthirster and Warp Talons, is that going to work as a system or not? That's the interesting thing. That's obviously the idea with Peter's list is you're going to go Warp Talons kill a thing, they run away. Bloodthirster kills a thing, it runs away. So it's a lot. There's a lot invested in that plan, right?
Yes. So I've asked Pete what he thinks about the detachment. He says he regrets it already.
I think it'll be interesting to see. I think Demons players are pretty excited about the Demons rules even without the CSM, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what plugging the CSM does for it.
Yeah, exactly. The Chaos Lord is pretty good because he's got his aura, and his aura gives -1 OC to units around him.
Oh, that's fun. That's
so
very
it's
fun.
good to charge on the objective, kill a unit, and then make it really hard to take it back.
Yeah, that's some good mission play. If you had Roticus in there as well, that'd be really funny. Just no OC for anyone.
We are using the Dataslate arsenal.
Yes, we absolutely are. We decided we wanted the new Dataslate in for this event because it was a great opportunity to have our first event and have all the new rules before anybody else. So the Orc players are very happy, and then
yeah,
everyone else is pretty happy as well.
It's the worst feeling when you're playing a tournament after the slate drop, and you're like, well, my practice doesn't really matter because my
dead practice, right? Yeah, 100%. So I think we're really excited, and it's going to be really cool to actually see all these new armies play. And so that's what we're going to try and bring new armies and new detachments, especially to you all weekend. We've got an eye on Custodes potentially next.
Yes, hopefully they win.
Yeah. And obviously we're going to save the Orcs. The Orcs are very good. Everyone knows the Orcs are very good. We'll probably save them for tomorrow. But I'm confident the Orcs will be in the later rounds, so we can probably wait.
Yeah. And as you can see, the players are only just inching out of the deployment. It's Tipping Point and Linchpin and Fog of War. So Fog of War means you get cover in turn 1, but you cannot use your rulebook stratagems. So like Overwatch, Heroic Intervention. I don't think there's a risk of that turn 1. Then Linchpin is basically you hold your home objective for 3 points, and every other objective is worth 3 points. However, if you hold your home objective, every other objective is +2, so they're up to 5 points. So it's all about board control. But on Tipping Point it becomes a bit tricky, because you don't want to clash in the middle if you're Space Marines. You want to do it as demons.
Yes.
But there is not great staging, because on WTC they made it so that there is a lot of lines through the middle. So if the Space Marine gun line, 1 second, I just need to make the little dot bigger because I don't see my mouse, because I'm blind as a bat, and I've got 3 massive monitors pretty far away from me. So I can do that for you. There we go. So you can see there is a plenty of staging that Space Marines can have and get lines of shooting through. So Be'lakor is helping out with his aura, right? Because outside of 18 inches, he cannot shoot any units.
Exactly. So Be'lakor obviously got a great glow up, but he's also just still got the goodwill.
Exactly. But as soon as you try to get on the middle objective, that doesn't work because you're too close.
Yeah.
So it's the question, what the cards are gonna be. Whose hand gets forced to do something?
100%. I don't know about you, David. I feel like looking at this, the Marines have more stuff to throw to try and get the game going.
Yes.
Then the Demons obviously have these really non-interactive pieces, so it's kind of interesting. I feel like if I was Gavin, I'd want to push quite aggressively and try and make a lot happen, because otherwise I'm just going to have my trading units picked off repeatedly by the...
And then you have to use your hard unit.
And then you're going to run out with stuff, right? So
yes.
I think the Marines probably want to play quite expansive, 40k in this one.
Exactly.
Whereas Peter's hoping that Gavin is like passive.
Exactly. Because you're going to have scouts holding this forever. Then you need to be holding this a little bit, and you've got all that gun line in the back waiting.
Yeah.
What he needs to avoid is the CSM staging here to just go and try to stop that.
Yeah.
With the Lord, but I would be fine to give up even a Ballistus, which will never be able to see anything.
Ballistus is a great shout.
You just bait it with Ballistus, get the SM in, CSM in, kill them, and then there's not much melee threat anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bait game. See who falls for it.
That's into my movement.
That's you. So I think I will.
You can see
spend
that
my
Gavin went
CP to
first.
take the bolt
So
sectors
let's
up
set
at the
that
end
on
of
the
your
little thing if I can find
It's
it.
into the fight phase. But I don't think you're not doing any fighting, are you? You're just going to shoot.
So
these
Space Marines
guys.
have the ease of
I'll
going
let you
second
shoot,
as
and
well,
then
so
I'll
they don't have to
spend
make
the
as much happen. They just need to
Exactly.
have
It's
little
on the
things.
Marines to make something happen, I think, in this one.
And yeah, Ed is playing Marines. He's got his secret tag against orcs.
Yeah, he's
he
hoping.
says.
He's hoping. Yeah, Ed loves to create. Right, he loves to write new lists, and he's dived into the Librarius Conclave. And he's hoping there's some secret sauce in there. But also, I mean, he's vibing this weekend as well, right?
He is.
It's our event. Ed wants to have a good time and have some fun. And
He always says he's vibing.
That's but he is a killer. So never trust a killer that says they're vibing.
Balcor goes, dark pact off him, which he passes on a 6, but technically a 7 because shadows and whatnot.
Yep.
He has 12 attacks, I believe. He says very unconvincingly.
Oh yeah, these guys here that are staging that I was talking about are actually warp talents.
Yeah, 12. He's going to overcharge.
Yeah, so you can see the overall logic, right? You got Bloodthirst is going to kill some
Yeah,
shit.
he is. He's going to overcharge.
Of course he is.
Because I'm not a pussy. 2 is exploding 6.
Looks like Pete's retaliating. That was a very quick turn 1, I think, for the old.
Very nice.
Yes, and we've got Bloodthirster in the middle, which is pretty open because 18 inches is probably about here.
Yeah, that is pretty open. Is there something for him to charge, or is he just pushing out?
AP3.
Not sure.
Yeah, and
Looks like he's just pushing out,
So
right?
yeah, I take it they're like
I mean, he needs to make
flat
something
3
happen.
damage.
If Space Marines overcommit to kill it, he'll be happy.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he's
that's
got all
true.
the things to fill in.
2, 4,
Yeah.
6.
Let me restart one of the cameras because it seems to be lagging.
David Ricketts
Guess what?
says,
Chain
interesting
gun
Space
close
Marines.
to
Yeah, I mean, I actually,
Yeah.
there's some very cool stuff you can do
You'll
with
get
Strike
cover
and
off all of these,
Vanguards,
but I don't really care. The
proper
volume
Raven
shot
Guard,
should do it.
Vanguard. And I think Gavin's list looks like it's got quite a nice mix of tools. I think it's not fully optimized, I wouldn't say. There's a few fun things there, but actually every little piece in there does a good job.
Okay, mate.
And that's the thing with Marines right now, right? There's not many bad units in Marines.
Yeah, it's hard to make a bad
Yeah.
Space Marines list just because they're so good.
Yeah, 100%.
They ignore it, yes. I'm glad you
Oh
remember
dear, True
mine.
Demon Lord in the chat says,
Well,
didn't realise you were allowing the
I'm,
Dataslate for the event.
Over
Oh, hell yeah,
12
we were.
inches. I forgot
Hell
about
yeah, we were.
Balcor.
It was controversial with some players getting nerfed.
Yeah, I just
They
think
didn't like
you
that.
just got to move forwards in the game, right?
Yeah.
And it's like David was saying, it's no fun. Players don't enjoy playing the old rules once they know what the new ones are.
So I've got 1 guy in
So
cover.
it's just
or
take
two
it
guys in
forwards.
cover.
And I think it's pretty
They've all
funny
got
because I think
cover. 2,
obviously we
4,
got rid of
7.
Szmyt, that's one thing, but then
so
Orcs,
no AP, 3
Orcs have
amps.
replaced them.
Make all of them.
Next one.
Yeah, 60 Tactical Marines is not great, but if you're playing Blood Angels, it's not bad.
100%. Jay in the chat asked, Tom, have you had a chance to try any GSC detachments versus Mordaka? No, I've not played against Mordaka yet. I think
No, I didn't do the hazardous for
it'll be
Balcor.
interesting. GSC, I guess the Resurrection helps GSC at least get some teeth in the game, but we'll see how the Mordaka lists evolve. If they evolve the way I'm expecting them to evolve, they're going to be quite rough for GSC because I think they're going to put quite a lot of pressure melee at the front of the guns, basically, and GSC don't love that. But I'll give it some runouts in the next couple of weeks and see how the various GSC lists can get on into it.
I'm just running a bit of tech because the dice tray is too bright. It's just little things. One of the cameras lagging, of course,
Okay,
so
mate.
during the break I'm gonna have some fun
Do I want to take my scouts
setting it up.
into...
That's my turn. I'm marking the points.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend the CP to put those
as
bolters
discussed.
up. And I think I'll just keep the scouts there anyway.
Sure.
So what you got?
Shoot.
3 on...
Effectively
So
down
had
to 0 and then back up to 1.
Absolutely
Yeah, back to 1.
rapid
So 3 on
first battle
containment.
round from these boys. They've
Yeah.
absolutely raced through it.
Yeah, Marked for Death
Yeah.
for Demons was rough because what can they kill
So
turn
you
one?
don't
Literally
want
nothing.
Yeah, it's not
Battlefield
going to happen. That's just a CP, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
it was
3 points.
even if
He's grabbed a containment on one side, I think.
You go
it's a
back
shame
to
he
1.
didn't get both.
Yeah, so I'll just put these here so we know they're up in space, mate.
Can you farm your CP off that?
I can do, yeah.
And I think you can see Peter's just
We'll put them
forcing
there
the
so
issue
we
a
know
bit
we're
with
in
the bloodthirster
space.
in the middle.
5+.
Just like something has
No,
to happen to stop this
We
scoring.
tried.
Yes.
Thank you very much for reminding
And then
me.
he's going to retaliate.
Okay.
Missions?
Missions.
Bloodthirst is a chunky,
gain
you
the
know. It's not
CP.
easy to kill a bloodthirst. It's a lot.
It's not. You think
Marines
it
with
is?
their O's, you'd think.
Missions will be
It's the 4-up invul that's deceptive. You go in, so you have
Random
got plenty of damage, and then he
containment.
passes most of it, and you're like, ooh.
and
That's exactly right.
engage on all fronts. So I can contain.
So engage and containment, they're pretty good. Space Marines are super happy with that. And Belacor Aura is now what, 12, 18,
So I can
12
contain
inches
for 6.
within, or 6 inches within? It's no longer wholly within, right? To be untargetable
Okay, I need
from
an
18
oath target.
inches
Oh,
over.
I don't actually know. What, yeah, I've not looked at the new. I know I know his melee profile's improved. I don't know how they adjusted
Oath target.
the aura.
I'll have a
True
look.
Demon Lord, you're in the chat. Help us out, mate.
Hey,
I'm wondering
Who
how
needs
tough he
support?
is.
too tough to me to proper hurt him. I think I can bring me
Against
las
popular belief, we
cannons
don't
here
play all the
to get a
armies.
line of sight, but I need to get within 18.
You will have to.
Belacor.
Trouble getting between all the bits.
While friendly Legions Demonica units
Think I'd
or
just
Shadow
be
Legion
out.
units are within 6 inches of this model. Within 6. So that Bloodthirst is definitely within 6.
I did appreciate you'll be able to get other bits into him.
Yeah.
we will be trying to get some cool stories from the rounds coming in. I've asked my little minions in the TO team to bring me news as we go, so hopefully we get find out how some of the other armies are getting on to.
I think I need to try
I don't
and
mind
take
the little
some wounds
skippage
off
on
of
that camera. I'll fix it during the break. I just don't want my
that's the edge. I'm just going to go with Shrike there.
fat form moving around the
So
table,
we can
interrupting the
contain
players,
points.
unplugging the cameras. So I'll do it during the lunch
I'm
break.
going to go and just have a little look at the
And
table
then
in the flesh so I can see what's
22
going on.
inches is there.
So Tom's gonna have a look what's going on the table. We can see
22
it's
is
just.
Don't remember.
How are you doing,
I think it
Andrew?
is.
I'll find out.
You can see there's
I
not
think
much
it
going
is.
on. It's just inching forward,
No, it's 20.
trying
Is it
to
20?
score points.
Oh, I might be able to
Bloodthirster
do it with the
staging.
Dreadnought then.
Yeah, terrain is great. It's WTC Terrain, but
I'll
it's
be honest,
stylized
Dreadnought's
WTC
probably
Terrain,
not
as you
going
can
to
see.
do a lot else, because I'm going to constantly hide from it with
Yeah.
Bellicor.
So I can't get the back of my base over, so it'll have to be these guys here,
sure.
mate.
I like containment.
Got entrances
Points,
moving around.
easy.
There is not much shooting threat from the Chaos Legion. So Marines are pretty
Yeah, it's right.
um,
Years.
safe,
And
doing whatever they
containment
want.
and the
The risk is the Warp Talons going out and just deleting units and bouncing back, and then doing the same over and over. They
They just
control
moved
the
12
they control
Yeah,
the midboard.
and they charge.
and charge.
Yeah.
So that would be a 5-inch charge there.
Yes, so
Or
you've got
thereabouts.
control of the midboard with the
It
Warp
was just to
Talons,
fly straight over.
as you can see. But there is a
No fights first or anything like that?
there is Overwatch threat. There is
Do you have
a
fights first then?
heroic intervention
JPI,
threat.
Judicia
Oh,
squad
Judicia,
there.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and again Judiciary.
So
because
I'll
they
roll an
fought
advance
first,
on them just to get them out.
what they're gonna do is they're gonna go up here and wait.
2, so
And
8
if Warp Talons were
inches.
to charge, they're gonna heroically intervene and fight first and wipe them out. So that's a good way to protect your units. The way to stop that is you get that Bloodthirster flying this way, charging the Judiciary squad because the fight back won't do too much to him, and then you charge your Warp Talons, right? So that's why this Bloodthirster is doing a lot of work, because this is 40 mil, so this is 2 inches, and it's 3 inches each way. So this is like 6 and a little bit. So 12 inches is like here, and that makes it like an 8-inch charge, so it's not too terrible. So he just Peter just needs to make sure that his
So you can up it down here as well.
Judicial squad is not touching the wall, because that Bloodthirster is gonna be a pain.
So ballistas, the back screen.
Hey, it's going to
Hey,
have to,
Thomas,
you're gonna have
glad to
to
have you
screen
back.
at the back, I
I
think.
can't shoot.
Yeah, we're gonna
nice
be
on
plenty
screen.
more. I've got my health
Low
on
knock
track to
captain
get
could probably go
recovered,
there
so
for a bit
I'll
more
be available
screening.
to stream many more. And I'll bring back first night fight streams, battle reports. So that's my plan. I'm a very busy person.
I'm not going to get
but I think I can make it
engage. I could get engaged.
It's a bit of a rough one, but you probably can do it over here if you really wanted to do it, right?
No, I'm not going to though.
I was more thinking with stuff that can come down, but the only things that can is them, right? You don't want to waste them there.
Can come down here actually.
So you need to be past the middle line, which is that thing.
I meant for just shooting.
Oh yeah,
might be
shoot 'em.
better.
Yeah, you can put them wherever you want.
I just need to read a strat because I think if it's just a unit who's within 12, or if it's wholly within 12, I think it's just within to get my extra AP and stuff like that.
So that's one of the few
you're on
chances
AP1
to
and
damage a
AP2.
Bloodthirster.
Yeah, so I'll go to
push
AP2.
back.
Basically,
yeah.
pick them
I'll
up turn
try
1,
and cover where I
and
can.
once
Yeah.
they picked up, they can drop its next turn. So they can drop here and put some damage into the Bloodthirster, which is be one of the rare chances to shoot the models, because they'll be within 18 inches, and Bellicor Aura makes him untargetable otherwise.
No, it's more than 12, so yeah. So I could just be out of 12, it'd be fine. So I can do that there. What else do I want to move? I'd like to. So you're on there and there and there. So I'll put my scouts on. Scouts on. Going to roll an advance on the JPI squad that's in the building. Sure.
So one thing you missed, Tom,
Oh yeah.
is
5,
because this squad was
they're
picked
going
up
to go
turn
17
Uh-huh.
inches.
they can drop now.
Yes.
And
Yep, jump packs.
if they
yeah,
drop here,
JPI
there's
squad, jump pack
there is an opportunity for them to shoot
Oh,
the Bloodthirster. And since they're going to be outside of
Sorry?
12, they can use the strat for the extra
No, he's already moved.
extra
so
Raven Guard things.
Yeah. And so are they the bolter inceptors?
Yes,
everything
Yeah,
the
so
6 months bolt.
Sorry.
Bolter inceptors with new
The
oaths
BT is gonna
are
stay within
no
range of the
joke.
BL, so
Right?
you
It's a
can't
lot of
shoot
volume.
Because you've got stuff that can come down.
So that'll be
shoot,
interesting.
so I
And
need
that's
to be
probably one
wary
of the only chances to hit the demons before they hit
So they've
you.
got a 48-inch range on them, have they?
Last cannons.
Yeah.
There's always the
Yeah, so these are down at the
speeder
bottom,
opportunity because it can probably just move out here and be with an 18 and shoot. But then it's gonna get picked up. You probably don't want
Just
that.
gonna
You want to
shift
keep it in
these
the back,
forward.
being able to shoot things that came into
Continue
combat
to screen.
and cleared something.
Absolutely. Hey, Andrew Bowman in the chat. Yeah, the terrain here is amazing. I mean, Prestige, I mean, this is my first time at this venue. It's sick. I love it. It's really
good.
cool.
It's very
It's a
good.
great setup.
It's surprisingly pretty good, pretty big for.
Yeah, that's the
what it
thing.
is on
It's
top
yeah,
of-
you get a lot in here. And the 2 floors is nice. It's very good.
Yeah, it's very long. So it's
Yeah, that's
deceptively
it.
big.
You can get a lot of tables in. Yeah, really nice new
And
venue.
it's nice and warm.
Just tuck it in behind that line there. So. I mean, you could probably get it with 9 inches, but I had to sacrifice something.
So turn 1 was pretty quick. I think turn 2 might be a little bit more violent. I think it's gonna
Yeah,
be-
it is.
gonna be a bit
Basically,
big.
there's a cool trick. You've got judiciary unit just came out here, and they're protecting that scout unit
Shuffle these
during
guys up.
containment.
I get you. Okay.
Because once warp talons hit them, you heroic intervene, fight first, and kill like more than half the squad.
This is the Warp Talon experience. Is getting
Roll an
intervened into
advance
by a
on
vice
my,
first unit.
Once you
Impulsor
played
with
against
the
warp talons, you know to
standard
just set up heroic intervention traps,
You
and then
have to.
they're useless.
And then
in.
they
12,
really struggle.
15
Yeah.
inches.
They're flat track bullies are Warp Talons. Daniel Klein in the chat asked, this was a UKTC board. No, this is WTC. This is the World Championships terrain. So it's the same style of boards that they play on at the World Championships. That's one of the big upsells for us with working with Prestige is that, you know, getting to play on WTC terrain, it's a nice change, right? We play on a lot of onto UKTC. It's really nice
Yeah,
to do something else.
exactly. Most people are moving to WTC now because you've got Ed's events, the
Roll an
crazy ones
advance
are
on
going into
the
WTC.
bikes.
Yeah.
I don't know
Money
if I need
decided
to,
to
but
move the
they're not
Glasshammer
gonna be
events
Yeah.
into
great
WTC.
It's the future, right?
Because everyone plays on it, everyone wants
That's
to
it.
practice it.
They've got
It's like,
17
you know, you
inches
got
as well.
a lot of the top players in the country are practicing for international stuff all the time. Nice to have events where the same terrains are set. And also,
Yeah,
it's
they've got
just a
loads
very
of
well
movement.
thought out pack WTC. It's nice to have a bit
And
of
it's a go-to
mix.
in Europe as well. You don't play anything else in Europe.
No,
It's just,
exactly. So I think it makes sense
That
to
one
see
like to
more of it out
reverse
there.
into battle.
All right, Pete. There you go.
yeah, you don't ride backwards into battle. I have that in me. When I place my tank, even though it costs me 2 inches, I tend to rotate it.
They've got
to
deep
face
stripe
proper
las
way.
cannons as well. haven't
It's like
they?
for me, if 2
Higher
models
up.
are fighting and like big ones, like I want them to face each other. I don't like it. It really winds me up if there's like a big monster and a tank fighting each other and they're facing the wrong way. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
it's wrong.
let's do this properly.
Oh. Yeah, it's good to move away from the... Because if you go to KTC events, I really like their layouts. But you see them so often, you want to see something else sometimes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
It's good to
I
get
couldn't.
variety.
That's his,
Same with
that was his
WTW.
move, mate. So
right.
You can see on this board, both players have a quite nice
I don't know if
natural
I'll do it, but
expansion.
it's an option for
Yes.
me.
And
Gonna
it's
roll
quite
an advance on the
interesting.
plas
I'm
scepters.
looking at it. I'm looking at it and I'm trying to work
10
out
inches.
what Pete's going to use to pressure
Uh,
Gavin. See,
sorry,
maybe there's,
12
I
inches.
don't know if there's going
They
to be
moved 10.
an ingress or something, but I think the Inceptors will
Don't
screen
think it's
that
worth
out.
that doing much.
So
Yes.
I think Gavin's looking quite secure on his bottom side.
So that's... Yes, he was measuring all his
Stage him up a
areas. So
bit.
basically here and here will be the line of where they can drop. Which is not great because
No,
it's
it's
still
not.
9 inch.
It's not.
They don't have 6 inch
Give him
deep track, I
some
believe,
options.
in that
No.
detachment. So 9
you're
inch
all
and
screened
charge
off.
is not great.
No, for sure. So it's interesting, yeah, with the Warp Talons slightly neutralised if there's a tradition nearby.
Yeah, it's right here.
If the Bloodthirster does go down, and I'm not sure it will,
Even if it gets half down, right? Then
If it
after
get-
it charges, it's
yeah.
only 1 for 1, really.
yeah, so I think the potential for pressure from the demons might drop off. If the Bloodthirster drops, it's very interesting to see how they actually pressure that safe side now. But obviously, Pete on ended turn has got a bit more time.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry, Spider. I'm helping Tom adjust his mic. Always have my hands around his
I
I
face.
can
can be
try and
really
do it
loud
at
on these
first,
things, so it's
otherwise
good to
it's running
start me
through
quiet and bring me
Feels
up.
like fate,
Yeah, it's
but
because these are studio mics. If you move it
Certainly looks
literally,
like it.
Looks
s-
like
Yeah,
Mike
like
is moving
every
that.
tiny millimeter makes a huge difference.
yes, yes. And Tom can hear himself in the headset, so he knows what's the difference.
Yeah.
And the top camera decided to switch
So not
off,
got much
so
gun
I just
on
need
it.
to
I'll probably
flick
only
it
do
off and
about
on. I'll
6
fix it.
wounds to him.
1 second.
6 to 10 wounds. All right, mate. Let's put it down and see what it looks like.
There you go. That's another
I've
thing
got to be
for me
within
to fix in
18,
the brake.
haven't I?
The battery decided to die.
Oh no.
Just to help
Oh,
you,
I didn't start the round timer, see?
I'm going to try and
And
clean
none of you
cover off.
told me.
Swept.
Almost like no one looks at it.
So I pushed it right against the
How
wall.
long has the round
so
been?
you want to be on
24,
that side
26
of the
minutes,
line,
24
so
minutes.
I can't claim cover. But then there's no
Well, I think I'm going to spend my CP
to go for the X-ray P.
to go for my extra AP and extra BS onto you.
And
And we're still in battle. Oh,
Outside of 12, inside of 18.
adjust where your impulse is.
don't worry. I'll leave you with Tom for a second.
That's
with
all
the
right.
side cam,
Oh.
and I'll fix the
Yeah, no worries,
battery
we'll go side
because-
cam.
Oh, right, yeah.
We've got some nice
you
thoughts
never
from
know,
Andrew
I might
Bourbon
farm
on
it, mightn't
the WTC
Let's
Terrain.
get
Yeah, I think
closer
that's
to
it.
it. I don't know if I
WTC
had the
Terrain
mo- I
has
I guess I
You
did.
had 15.
quite nice
15.
opportunities to sort of get ensconced. If you have to be proactive, right? You have to push into it. It's not.
What
I
I'm
say, I
thinking
think
I
on
do-
UKTC
might
at
do
the
now-
moment you can really be quite passive in your chunk of the board. And make that quite non-interactive. I think WTC, between this, the way the runes are set up and also the charging through onto walls rules that don't let you sort of screen those out,
Pete?
a little bit harder to do it. Tipping point map's a really interesting one, I think.
Yes, man.
Pushing
had
up
17
up
inches
against
of
like a
movement.
ranged army looks
I was
quite
thinking
hard.
I might just put
So
one
I'm
here.
struggling to see how the
Alright,
demons
fine,
get their
yeah,
teeth
no
in.
problems.
They need to
Just
get some
for
of their
a bit
uppy
of,
downy things going.
Because
You had the movement.
Get some
Yeah.
kills, start recycling the
Because then
bloodthirster.
he's got to meet-
And obviously he's
to
used the
meet them
bloodthirster as
then.
bait here.
I'm giving
And
you a kill.
If
but-
that works, if the bloodthirster doesn't take too much by way of harm,
Right.
Peter's suddenly in a super strong position because he can attack that safe objective, murder some stuff, get the bloodthirster up again. But it's the warp talons I'm looking at.
Don't
And I'm
think that
just trying to
speeder
work
could have
out
got
how they
within
need to get
18,
themselves in the
so-
game.
Yeah, I think they need to change
think
the
it
flank
was 'cause it was-
effectively.
Yeah, I
was
wonder if
here.
maybe they should have been in
We
reserves.
won't do it because
Yeah, for rapid ingress.
Been ingressed in, so they
So,
can just get the
Let's see
easy
if I get
kill
my
somewhere and
CP
then
back
jump
for
up.
spending it before
That's
I change
always the
it.
issue with warp talents.
I do.
I've always
So I
found if
don't
you start on
spend
the
it.
board hoping for an easy kill, you don't get it, and then they're stuck.
Intentionally, I don't spend it.
They even need to protect
But
your
I've gained
objective,
one, so
which they
when I
don't do it
discard, I
in here.
won't be able to
Yeah.
gain
Or they
another
need to
one,
be
I
someone in the middle so they can universally
extra
go and
BS, extra, and
clear
I'm
stuff
just
out
gonna go
because they're not
into
an offensive
shooting if
unit.
there's anything you
No,
want.
exactly.
they're very much a mid-board
No.
control unit.
That's exactly it.
So
You want to
5,
bully chaff
6,
on the
7,
fringes.
8, 9,
You pay for yourself in
10,
3
11,
turns and
12,
then you can do
13,
whatever.
14,
Yeah, yeah.
15, 16,
Bosco Royas
17,
is the event
18.
using all the Dataslate and
Hitting
MFM
on
changes.
twos.
You bet your ass it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it
It's
is.
all in.
Sixes,
We brought it all in.
Yeah.
Obviously, our first ever event, we
So I'll
knew
take the
that there was
sixes out,
rumours
and
of a
then I'm gonna
slate, and we
fish,
were like,
mate.
we'll just have it. We'll just chuck all the new rules in, see what happens. That's
Oh,
way
feeling
more fun for an event.
Yeah, as you can see, we're playing Lynchpin and Fog of
Lynchpin,
War.
yeah. So it's generous primary. There's a great end game swing for whoever goes second.
Miss.
And
Another
Caps to
6,
15 now.
And it's
two,
very
4,
important not to lose your back objective
Two
because
hits.
your scoring drops right off if you lose it.
So
Yeah,
2,
I don't think
4,
there's a risk
6,
of that.
8,
So it looks
10,
okay
12,
at the moment.
Your thing is plus one hit and AP, isn't it?
Yes,
That's
plus
right.
1 to hit, so the 2's hit.
Yeah, so
6
you can
ones
see
are
the
out, and then I
Inceptors
get
went down
12
in
more
the
back
middle
in, mate.
at the
Yeah.
end. Protected by the bikes a little bit, so the Bloodthirster doesn't easily kill
So
them
plus
after
1 to
they
hit, so
shot.
Yeah,
one
that's
in
nice.
one.
Screening out the charge.
100 on 5's
Yeah.
twin links.
Twinning.
That's not good.
5, there's a 6.
Another 5 there,
Go for it.
and then I'll reroll. It pushes you to your 4 up because of the extra AP. So
I can only see 3 5s on the table. I'm hoping that's not the whole room, bro.
that's so far, mate.
Oh, there's more. We've got
not good.
7
Another
wounds,
3.
8 wounds,
So
9,
could
10.
have gone better. That.
10 wounds is not great.
Yeah.
But the bolters are 2 damage, right?
They are.
Fail. 1, 2, 3, 4. That 8.
Yeah, that's
2,
half dead.
4, so 8 damage. Yeah, I thought 6 to 10.
Cool. 8 damage. They have 18 wounds. It's down to 10.
Yeah. I think I had to start on him.
It's taken a decent salvo there from the bolters.
That's.
Doesn't look like there's anything else to shoot in there.
Yeah, and
do
remember
have to
he's
take
also
This is
Overwatch.
what I was saying
Overwatch.
about WTC Terrain. You have to push up your guns because
It's all right.
it looks like things like the speeder, the ballistas, they've not been able to actually get involved there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I thought it was odd that the speeder was deployed so far back.
Yeah,
Because in here
I
he was
think-
I
perfectly
think
safe.
that's it, mate. So
So
I'm
Gavin
gonna
could
Gavin's been a bit
take
too
them
cagey with that stuff.
two board edges.
If
6
he's
points.
not careful, he's in danger of using two of his
Been
gun
off
units as
engaged.
backfield screening.
And the other one was engaged, which I'm going to discard.
So I think now this push is from Peter's quite nice because he's going to
And then I
get
won't gain.
he's going
so
to
I've
get a
gained
big
2
swing of
P
primary.
already.
He's on second turn,
16, 13.
and
Looks like
that bloodthirster
me
can go and
gonna
cause some mischief
discard.
now. Obviously, the Overwatch from the Assault Bolter guys is actually quite good, isn't it? Because they've got the rerolls against the Bloodthirster and the sustain.
Yeah, exactly. So
They might half kill him again.
so how many do they have for each?
10.
They have. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not sure how many
16,
shots.
13,
It's
yeah.
sustained like 2 or 3 though, isn't it? And
Yeah.
full rerolls.
So if
and
it's
then plus
if
1
it's
to wound.
24, you've got what?
It's a lot.
Like 8,
Oh my God,
8
it's
to 10 hits depending on how you roll.
Peter's just drawn from the prize box. We've got a big prize box.
Oh,
Peter has
it's
got
good,
a
isn't it?
metal Galadriel,
Galadriel,
and Gavin
yeah.
has drawn a little
Nice.
Araman. So Gavin gets Araman, Peter gets Galadriel from Lord of the Rings. So
Okay.
Goes on to the next round.
that's a real mixed bag in that prize box.
I'm up to 2 CP.
So loser gets to swap the systems.
Yeah.
My missions are
Yep.
no prisoners, no overwhelming force.
Very nice. And you get your 15 on or primary.
No prisoners and overwhelming force is
I'll
pretty
get,
good for
5,
now.
10.
3,
But,
5, 5.
Yeah.
For 13.
The firster is effectively moving here, trying to clear that out.
Yeah.
These are legionaries, I believe.
Now we go cool,
Uh,
cool.
That's why if
Go
he
up
had
to
if he'd had
40
the talons ingressing there, he could have just hit that whole side with
Now
like
for
murder
15, so
melee
I'll add it on.
that then disappears, which would have been very funny.
Cool. And we want to kill
Yeah,
things.
because the marine shooting
Ideally
is
on
not
objectives.
great into Bellacore, so
On
why not
objectives.
have like
They're on
all of your combat?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
right?
that's it. I think it
Yeah.
would have been
They are not.
would have been nice to just
Yes.
capitalise on that a bit. But I think Pete now, in a score sense, Pete doesn't
Oh,
need to do
sorry.
much, right? Like he just styles now, and just
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
doesn't let
In
the
end, if I
Marines
think
have the
it
middle,
should be
takes all 3 at the
If
end.
you want to pull them up,
No,
mate.
because,
should win on
AFC,
primary
my second is
with
on
the
YouTube.
nice
Okay,
little
mate,
lead
that's
he's just
fair
got.
Fortunately, it works out. Fortunately. But I'll own it if I make that mistake.
The I've told the players which
what I should
side of the
have done
table
is
to
probably
stand
pull
on,
the
based on the colors of the overlay, which is
That's it. Then
here
the fight phase
and
for
here.
him, is it?
Nice.
But they got these sides wrong because I didn't tell them.
Oh, bless him.
So just keep in mind that the demon is on the left and it's orange, and the marine is on the right and it's blue. But it's fine. It's
So I
fine.
know I'm doing some things.
So yeah, no prisoners overwhelming. Obviously, in a scoring sense, Pete is going to be rewarded for being aggressive here. He doesn't need to do too
Jump around
much.
and be a bit baity.
Yes,
just
and
about-
also Peter needed to mention, and he mentioned it to me multiple times in a very polite way, that he doesn't like to be on the right side of the table because he's right-handed, so it's hard for him to reach into the dice tray. And unfortunately, he was here after Gavin, and I told Gavin to be on the left side of the table, so he's playing at a disadvantage. That's what he said. Have you guys had a chance to play against the Shadow Legion yet?
Have we got a thingy
What
here?
was the experience? Because it's the first time I'm seeing it. I didn't think anyone was
Oh,
going
no,
to
the
bring it.
deployment
There's a
zone
lot of
thingies.
excitement about it. I think mostly as pure demons. Demons players are pretty excited. There's a lot of quite old school rules in there for them. But I think it's a case of
Rob,
seeing where Shadow Legion
I think
ends
that's
up.
a 5. We'll
We've
say
got
5 each charge.
almost 60 people at the event. We had to make some space for my stream table, but it's
It's
sold
only
out.
D6 inches for those.
Yeah,
It's,
so I think
yeah,
it's in the 50s, 53, 54. And
Yep,
I think that in terms of setup, we've worked out how we'll set it up in the future if we run another one, which we're very keen to get it up to 60. So it's not bad for a first GT for us.
Don't
We're
know
pretty
what
happy
we're
with
doing,
that. 54 people, it's a lot of fun.
Get him.
Yeah, and we've got Warp Talons coming out.
Shit,
Here we
let's
go. Yeah, he's going for it. He's gonna get these recycly killer units
He wants
into
to
the
kill-
game.
Is that a lieutenant?
Yes, I think it is. Some sort of little jump pack character.
Yeah, I see a jump pack. Oh yeah, he does have a captain on the jump pack. So
Oh, yeah.
that's
So it
probably
looks
what
like
is.
what he might do is charge that guy and then try and get a pile in into the other unit.
Yes, because
rather
if
than-
you roll enough
yeah.
and just stand shy of them,
Exactly. Then
you
he can
pile in.
avoid the intervention that way, which would be very nice, but also very fiddly to set up. And then
To be honest, if he does that, I'd be tempted to heroic these guys in to just get a few guys fighting because they'll be stretched. So we're gonna get
Could
hit
also
by what
just-
two?
You could hold the Overwatch there now with the Bolter guys for the Warp Talons, because I think they can see a good chunk of that
I
unit.
don't think I
and that
charged
would-
Bellacore. I think I
Warp
will.
Talons don't love being Overwatched,
Yeah.
but
I do
I
think the last
probably
guy
should
come
go
in
for the
and try and
Bloodthirster and just try and
Yeah,
finish
but what I'm
it.
thinking is
Like
Bloodthirster's gonna
I
move
I feel like
here.
he can do another bunch of wounds to the Bloodthirster, and then it's really going to
That's all
struggle.
the army's got.
Morning to everyone.
all I've got. That's all
Good
I've
morning to
got.
Chris Taylor and Warp Spider. Lovely to have you here.
How are you doing, Chris? One person we're missing from the chat, where he's
How many do
always
I
there, is
hear?
Nergal Matthew.
Yeah, good old Nurgle
He's in
Matthew.
every chat. He must be still asleep.
T5
I'm sure he'll be here later.
Yeah, what a hero.
Really good use for that strat. But I feel like I overkill massive. Let's go for stupidity.
Let's go for stupidity, says Pete Duff. I'm here for
I mean,
this.
he won't
What's
advance,
new?
he doesn't go more than the 12.
I don't think it's stupidity. I
Oh,
think that's
yeah.
exactly what I would have done.
Yeah.
It might be stupid, to be
Might as
fair.
well jam him, right?
I'm biased, but I think it's a brilliant decision.
And this is obviously what Pete's list is set up to do, right?
Yeah.
Chuck a.
It's a bit blurry. I'll fix that in the break.
Don't think Gavin's gone for the Overwatch here, doesn't look like it.
Yeah, he might do it on charge. to be honest,
Yeah,
but then
maybe
they're
he's
gonna
going to wait and see on charge. But you use the Bloodthirster with this new enhancement. He can kill a unit, he can go up in the sky if he's not in engagement. You use the Warp Talons, they do the same thing. So they recycle,
That's the right choice, but
and then you just clean units out with them over and over. That's the basic game plan. I'm curious to see if the rest of the list is a bit light for holding the board. But I guess New Beasts of Nurgle are pretty good.
They are.
They do that job pretty well.
Because if you don't kill them, they're back to full health.
Chris Taylor wants to see the other Duff, wants to see the Orcs. So our basic in-house rule is we're not showing the Orcs today.
They'll be definitely up tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're showing the undefeateds for both rounds, and we have a hunch that there'll be some Orcs amongst those.
You think?
We think so, yeah. We're not afraid to say.
Unless Ed takes them all out today.
Unless Ed beats them all today with his Orc tech.
Yeah, I'd be curious to have Ed versus Orcs on. Because if he thinks he can give him a game, that's probably the only game that can give them a game. Because currently it's very tough to tackle them with the heavy firepower.
Christopher Voss asked, does the Demons player know about the Vanguard reactive move on charge?
Did you
It's interesting.
advance to first?
no. Just
I
move.
think
So can
I
do
think that's
something.
probably why he's attacking in several different places, so he can't use the strat everywhere. But I think it could get quite nasty for the Warp Talons, as you say, from there.
Well, the only place you're using it, honestly, is these bikes just blocking it in a way so you cannot charge these guys.
I'd be tempted. Well, what if the little jump pack lad moves back? The Talons might struggle to get a charge off.
Yes.
That's the other option, right? If he just
Because that looks like the 10.
yeah,
right? If
and
you
that's
have to
the
go
thing.
there.
If he makes a decent run, then they'll have to charge the other unit and then the Judicial. I don't know how many CP
Yes,
Gavin's
you can
got.
always move back.
Yeah, so that might be the
so
play.
You've got CPs over here.
Still a 3 up
Demons
save.
have 4 and Space
T6
Marines have
threat
2.
save.
Yeah.
-1 to hit.
I hope you have a good time at your
unless you ignore
RTT,
it,
Chris Taylor. Enjoy it.
Because if you're outside of 12.
Are you playing Orcs?
Yeah, again, this is the greatest camera angle I have for what's happening, but it's a bit skippy. But I think you can handle it for a little bit. Don't want to go replugging the camera.
Okay.
Streaming would be so fun, Tom, if you didn't have to mess with the technology. Believe me, you just come in and do it. It's like
I
sick.
watched David set up at WTC. I watched him set up yesterday. I have no idea how he did it, man. It's so much work. It's incredible what you can achieve once it's all put together.
Yeah,
But
it is about 6 hours
so,
setup.
so much work. Yeah.
But it's worth it
So
in the end.
you
it's
in the
cool.
chat should know how hard David's
Yeah,
working
just
and
5
make
dudes.
sure to reward him for all his effort, because he's
characters
bringing these games to you from all over the UK, all over the world.
Okay.
And it is a lot of effort on his part. So do chuck him a reward at some point. Some beer money, as we said at WTC. You know.
Yeah, I did get plenty of beer money last time. I'm really
Yeah.
grateful. It all went into the new camera that died
Oh,
on the way.
fantastic!
Any of your movement, there's nothing I
So
can
my
do.
alcoholism is safe because I have to
Yeah.
buy cameras.
Yeah, man.
Shooting.
So yeah, it's an aggressive turn from Pete. Bellicor's taken over the spot in the middle. I mean, I think he's calculated. They weren't killing one greater demon last turn. Probably not killing Bellicor next
Yep.
turn.
Is it worth it?
If he can get, I think the thing with this,
Last cannon Havoc.
just
shoot
don't
first.
think Pete actually needs to play this aggressively right now.
So
Certainly with Bellicor.
that would be the D6 +1 damage.
'Cause if you lose Bellicor
And
early,
you're hitting
you're
on
not getting that
3s,
end game
any
swing
rerolls,
with him.
but sustained.
Sustain 6.
You're already up on primary. But
How
we'll
many
see.
shots is it?
He's going for the throat here, so we'll see how it
And
plays
you're hitting
out.
on
Yeah,
3.
they've got plenty of time, so there's time to
that bike.
plan everything. I think
So
if
it's a new
I was
battle round,
demons
isn't it?
against, they were a bit
So
far back to do
I
it.
will armor a contempt.
But like an all-in
It's only
always
one
would be better
activation.
because
That's
if,
right.
if you go
If
into
you're going,
this-
you go with everything, right?
But they
we'll
had no
see.
choice after the Bloodthirster
If
got
Pete
hit.
gets Vanguarded and loses one of his sort of
Oh, there's the
removal
charge
pieces.
failed.
Because they don't get the +1 leadership because they're not.
Oh no, leadership.
leadership.
So I'll take D3 models.
Oh, it's Dark Pact.
Oh, Dark.
The captain, who then does
Always
Oh,
fail,
yeah,
always
so
a free
There's
damage.
some dark packs going on.
Lovely.
Always surge on death.
I
That's
think
just
what
Still
he's
got your
trying to do
lads
is
cannon,
shoot the biker screen out the way,
Yes.
and then Bloodthirster can go and
Cause-
party.
Yeah, because I thought these are legionaries. I just remembered these are 2 units of Havocs. So these are the Havocs.
AP3,
Ignore cover. So AP2, so 5 ups.
Yeah, you can see the Havocs going straight into the bikes.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we'll see what he does. 1
That's
dead,
great.
2 dead,
does not kill.
2 dead.
Two dead.
And there's a guy on a wound.
Yep.
Oh no, he's just going straight for the Inceptors. Fair enough, to be honest. Just get
Oh
them,
yes, because he
Yeah,
held the Overwatch
He
and
would
get him
lose
shot.
some.
get them
So
dead.
that's only
Yeah.
fair.
And another squad can shoot them, right?
I
So-
think they really do think the Inceptors probably should have taken Overwatch whilst they had
Know
one.
which win now.
And now the reactive move doesn't matter if these die, because the Bloodthirst is going
He
here.
took that
And
last
there's
wound
3
off,
units,
won't you?
right?
So
You've got the JPIs, scouts, and
I'll
bikes.
go for
Yeah.
lethals on these guys because your toughness is high. So pack, fine.
Yeah, that Inceptor brick is obviously a lot of the juice in Vanguard at the moment. So if it goes, it's rough.
2.
There's 10 Warp Talons, 5 Havocs. There's 2 times 5 Havocs. Yeah, how many? To be fair, I'm saving up for proper PTZ cameras, so I don't have to mess up with webcams, because you can see this one skipping, because I've got 3 webcams plugged in, phone plugged
very
in,
nice.
4
Is that
stream
4
decks,
so far?
Just so
audio
much
deck,
tech.
and a laptop.
Yeah, it's like a fucking AdMech laboratory in here. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I've invested 5k in my PC to,
And
so
we've
to
got
handle
we're on
that.
like a little
Nine, 10.
improvised table. So when people
4,
walk
5,
past, the
6,
entire
7,
setup
8,
just
9.
shakes.
Yeah, I
It's
was.
really scary.
It's scary, but it's even
Oh,
harder
kill
when
a
you're setting
guy,
stuff up.
Kill a
Yeah.
guy.
Set up the cameras
Put a guy on a
and gamer push to
Okay.
gamer walk past like me. It just shakes the entire room
Yeah.
because it's a mezzanine floor.
Basically, yes.
We had a request for the demons list. Have we got that on?
Yes.
Paste anyway.
If you do exclamation mark lists in the chat, it will show you both lists.
I'm just going to check it with Davey. One of our TOs is here. I'm going to see if there's any cool
No
stories
worries.
around the event.
You go have a look. Yes.
Why not?
It says Chaos Space Marines
I have
because
absolutely no
that's
idea
how I
what
put
that
them
does.
down, but they're demons. They're Shadow Legion. They're both there. You'll be fine.
D6 shots. So 4. And it's only shown 5. So 3 AP1s apparently.
3 AP1s.
I love Black Templars.
Take a
It
wound
was my
Yep,
first
go
ever
on
faction.
the guy.
Yeah.
There we go. There's 1 or 2 Inceptors left. Let's see on the top down. 1 Inceptor left.
Bellator will shoot at the last guy to try and kill him. Yeah.
So the Overwatch thread is gone, which is pretty huge.
I'd really like to kill some. See, what's up with the bikes?
Sorry?
Bikes T6 is right.
T5, mate.
Only T5.
You see
Yeah,
Bellacost
only
gets to
weird, isn't it?
shoot.
Weird, yeah, okay. Bellacor's going to shoot at the bike.
Thank you, Jim.
Packed off Bellacore.
Yes, the setup is great. I'm just,
he's fine.
I haven't done it for 3 months because I had health issues, so I was a bit rusty setting it up. So you can see one of the cameras lagging, the top down is a bit dark.
Yeah.
Easy to fix, but I don't want to interrupt the players, so do it during the lunch break.
Oh wait, no, I'm man's on
And you're gonna go
No,
back
not
to
really
the
close.
proper quality that you expect from me.
I'm not man's on
No, yeah, I think you're
Yeah,
in.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Cool.
Barely,
And
but you're in.
Threes.
Very nice.
Wow, okay. AP3, no cover.
So 6s then. How many is that? All of them.
13.
13.
More than I
6,
expected.
7, 8, 9, 10,
That's 12
11,
shots.
12, 13, 6s. Okay.
12? Squad?
Squad gone.
Wow, that was a big Bellacore shot.
It's happening, Pete. It's happening.
Bellacore's back, baby.
I've never seen Bellacore do that much damage, to be honest.
Used to be.
Wow, that's a lot of Space Marines gone. There's entire flank gone because the Bloodthirst is gonna pick up both units.
Bellacore's
No
wiped 3
problem.
bikes off the shoot. Yeah, saw that. That's quite nice.
That is
Now I'm
huge.
going to fuck it the rest of it up, but... Cool.
Again, I said there's not much shooting coming from demons, but
gonna charge.
those Havocs and Bellacore
I'm
did the
going to have
job.
to change my mind on to what I charge, given that the bikes are no longer there for me to
Yeah,
charge.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Originally, I was just going to go for them. Kind of think I'm just going to go for both now.
I am going to reactive move the scouts. Flat 6 inches.
Off we go.
I'm going to go forward to block you.
Sure. Just keep a unit alive.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to do it so I'm over an inch away and can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Just wait until you
I
see
could
the
tag
orcs.
them and do damage,
I've got
but
the
I'm
feeling
not
after
sure
you
what
see
I
what orcs can do, you're gonna
I'll
have
probably just end up killing the scouts, but let
Yeah.
you do them first.
you're gonna
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a thing or two to say
Sorry?
about them.
Is that where you want to move?
I think so, because I can only move so far.
They are, well, don't forget, I can fly over you.
Oh, yes.
I have rather large wings.
I forgot about the wings, didn't I?
The other thing I was going to say there is I could have potentially charged there and gone him and then.
Yeah. So I'll do that. So yeah, I think that works.
I think that works too.
I forgot you had flyer. Cheers, Pete. You're an honest man.
It's the way I play.
Well, you knew what my intention was to stop them charging there. So fair
So
enough.
he's just going to go for the scouts.
That makes sense, mate.
He makes the charge. I am not going
You declared just the scouts anyway, didn't you?
No,
So-
I declared both.
Well, you can't do the charge then.
When you do the thing, I have to
Because you
redeclare.
multi-charging. No, you don't.
I don't know how it works. Just redeclaring.
No, it doesn't say that on my strat.
Doesn't it?
No.
So how does your strat work? Normally it's when you move, I have to redeclare.
Yeah,
Let's
the
read.
way the Vanguard detachment is, you can actually block off the
calculated
charge
fate.
completely.
Your opponent's change phase just after the enemy units have been declared. One Adeptus Society infantry unit from is selected as a target of the charge. Your unit can make a normal
It is the
move.
charge phase. So
But I thought you just declared the scouts.
No, because I didn't. I'll be honest. Reactive move with the scouts to block me charging them. That's cool. Do I not get to redeclare my charge?
Not with the Vanguard one.
Not with the Vanguard.
No.
the Vanguard one is
Sorry,
amazing.
Pete, I should have let you know that.
I
So,
just assumed. Okay,
if you want to still charge
given
just
that
the scouts,
I know that, just the scouts. That's
yeah,
all.
yeah.
Because I wanted
So
the things.
I thought you had just
Okay.
declared the scouts
Apologies,
anyway.
So
So
the sneaky thing with it, yeah, you can make charges fail, right?
yeah,
Sure,
it was.
right.
I should have said it straight off.
That's fine, so that's
Yeah.
okay. So there's a misunderstanding. You guys
Yeah, but they're
No,
both
no,
I'm
mates.
fine, mate. Yeah, he can charge the scouts. That's cool.
So
Yeah.
he just didn't know.
Yeah.
So the reactive
'Cause that
move
was-
from
I was
Vanguard
going
is
to
actually
trap
pretty
you
brutal.
Thurster there.
Sure. No, 100%. No, we're a nice gentleman
Yeah.
game. Cool. I go there. He goes in and.
So you can like move your units
Yeah, I can just
inside
pick
your
them up
own
if you
units,
want,
which
mate.
makes the
Well,
charge
let me roll.
impossible.
No.
Failed, your
12
opponent
is
fails the
14.
charge.
Two.
It's pretty brutal, the way it's worded. Because every other stratagem kind of lets you
82.
redeclare stuff.
Hello, gang. Yeah, they were just working out the strat. Like Peter didn't fully know that you couldn't redeclare the charge, but they've
Yeah.
resolved it.
It is a nasty strat.
Telling me there's not
Have
much.
we
of
got
it.
a failed charge on those warp talons, or did he forget to do it?
2 damage each?
He rolled a
I
5
also do
somewhere
more
and
than
failed, but I didn't know where
You
it
do.
was.
Must be the
Yeah,
warp
8
talons because they're
dice.
sat with their pants down now. That's pretty big.
I'm not going to pile into anything.
So you can
And
go
for
back
anyone
up,
who hasn't
yeah.
played with warp talons before, that's how that always
I
goes.
should have been so clear with
Or
what
they
I
make
was
the charge
doing
and
there.
They end up
So,
stood
I'm
in front of an
gonna
enemy army at
first
some
there.
point and get murdered.
Hey, second game with Vanguard.
That's why
so-
you play them as Renegade Raiders and you
I'll give
advance
you
the
a
charge to
token.
make
Bloodthirster's doing some cleaning up. I mean, they've taken quite the hit there, the old Vanguard, haven't they? That was a brutal turn. But I think the warp talons
So,
not
is
making the
that you
charge
on
gives
the
them a bit of
charge there?
space.
Oh yes, charges.
And,
Oh, he forgot to
and
charge.
you've used the fuck off there, so you can't.
Yeah, you
Oh
can
no, he hadn't rolled it
multi-charge
yet.
there.
Oh, in which case, yeah, this is rough for the Vanguard.
He's T4 with a 4 up in Van 5
He just didn't roll it yet. He rolled a 5 somewhere. Oh, it was a leadership that he rolled a 5 on.
4 or 5 of them
charge.
get 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just going back to the warp
There's
talons
no
now.
thing in case
You can see the terrain jumping a little bit along with our setup as people
I like
walk
to think
by.
the rest of them hopefully kill the other. The question is, which would I rather
Well, the way
kill?
my dice have been going for saves, you've got both squads mixed. You're twin linked as
Glad
well,
to see
aren't
people
you?
giving the love for your stream. I think
Yeah,
your
yeah.
stream's the best stream.
What's
I don't think there's a better stream than this.
area is he? He's gonna
I
kill
don't
he's
think
just
so.
got
The
to
only
change
thing
it.
I'm
So
missing
good.
is side cameras.
Not really.
I'd rather go for them now.
Webcams are the demise of my existence. If I could get rid of them, I would.
Very enthusiastic.
All the games underway.
So they're
Down in the
almost
hall.
6 inches, I think.
It's all
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
I mean, that was
no serious breakthroughs yet in
Yeah,
any
and
of
then it
those.
was bang on.
No fist fights yet. No
what was
arguments.
that?
No, everyone's
I
getting
said
on
five,
with it.
didn't I? I said
Doesn't matter,
five.
I'm not going for him, I'm only going
Got
for
a lot of my own teammates
Oh, did you
playing.
only do one side?
Paul
Oh,
James,
The whole
sorry.
point was to put it there in
Mark's
case you
playing,
won
Yeah,
away.
Dave's
yeah,
playing.
But I'm
There's
not
all
going to
sorts.
split and lose all
No,
these.
no,
A
no.
whole bunch of our team here today, which is
They're
awesome.
going to fuck off after this.
So you can see they're trying to charge as far away from heroic intervention.
Yeah, he's
Might not
trying to
get them
avoid the
all in.
Judicia.
No, I doubt
Yeah.
it.
He got a 6. That's pretty optimal because he doesn't need.
See, if I was him, I would have need a top-down view. I would have moved, not in here, but like here as much as I can, so that charge becomes more difficult.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that heroic can mess him up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, has Gav got the
The
CP
end of
for
the
it?
turn, Stripe's
Maybe.
going to go up
Yeah,
into
there's still
space,
CPs for
mate.
Space Marines. Yeah. Heroic is 1, right?
Yeah,
They're fine.
maybe he's dodged it. Probably should be.
Wait, do you want to
intervening.
interrupt?
John C says thanks for
Right,
covering
can't
the
you
6
see me?
plus GT.
No,
We're very
I-
grateful,
I
David.
was-
Thanks for that.
Debating what I should have not done
David's a
the
star. We
oath
messaged him,
because,
and his
won't
immediate
work.
response was yes, absolutely, I'll come and
not
help.
oath, the
Yes, I already promised a WTC out video. So I would like to play.
Oh, mate, you should come and play at some point. Absolutely.
I need to slow down on streaming events in the UK because I stream every big event and I
Yeah,
don't get
yeah,
to
then
play.
you don't
It's
get
so
your
annoying.
weekends gaming, yeah.
Then I roll up jolly to a UKTC event and get absolutely rolled by everyone who actually plays the game.
Absolutely.
Those guys won't get it.
It hurts so much when you used to be decent at the game, and then you don't play, and then you play again, and it's like, ugh.
Can't be up to speed.
Um,
I think probably
give you a
looking
pack
at how
first.
this is
Go
going,
for it.
Fail
the
it,
Vanguard
fail
are
it,
in
three,
some trouble.
Kill 3. Let's pull the
Yes,
guys
because
back.
I
They
think
got one wound.
So they lost their
Oh,
Kill
right.
him,
Inceptors.
and one takes a wound.
One takes a wound, mate.
They lost their Inceptors.
One at the back.
They
Yeah.
lost the
Shocking,
screen.
isn't it?
The bikes died to Bellacore alone.
yes,
He did 12
that's
wounds.
bonkers. The scouts, all this outer layer is gone.
There's no
Doesn't-
point scoring anymore.
None of the counter plays against the Bloodthirster or the Warped Hands got used or went off.
Yep, the
Like
whole
the
table's
intervention,
screened.
etc., etc. The Overwatch, none of that. So
They all
they're all in
fighting.
pretty good health,
There's a 7 off,
Just
the back
7.
2 on.
Yeah.
4 attacks.
and
Bloodthirster
they're going to be able to
collaboration.
just recycle and come in again next turn. So I don't think it looked great for the Vanguard, given they've gone first as well, and they're down on primary
Yeah,
already.
I
Like
think the
I
speed
think
is going
it's
to come out
You do
here
your
to
pack,
shoot Bellacore, right?
yeah.
And then Bloodthirster
Oh,
just
yeah.
drops here
so
with Rapid
you get
Ingress.
the sustain
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
Yeah,
Comes
it's
out and
always
kills
good.
it.
So,
Pretty
yeah,
scary
so,
times, right?
pack bound
So
zelts
it's
don't
on the
get
Vanguard to
Right.
make something happen to retaliate. I don't know quite what they're going to use to do that. And we've got a question from John C, who says, I guess what I should actually ask is, what does Tom have on you to make you do this?
Or whatever it's now called.
A wonderful smile. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Gonna roll
We've
these.
charmed him. We've charmed him.
Wanna go for it, works for me. Go for that.
No, David was very. Obviously, I helped David out with the commentary and stuff at WTC. And David's a saint, so David was like, when you guys do an event, I'll help you out.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
2,
that's the wonderful thing about this hobby. Everyone helps everyone out, and it just all the good energy comes back around.
Do you want these?
And all the bad energy
Are
gets
these
cast
jumping
out.
back
Oh yes, as I say, the bad energy comes
At
back
the
to
end of
bite you
your
as well.
fight
Thank God.
phase, there-
Luckily.
I
Don't
can't
put
do
that out
anything,
in the
but
world
strike's
anymore,
going
boys,
up at
don't
the
do
end of the turn.
I've been through this
One's on a
hobby
wound,
since the very first days when it was all bad energy
I
because everyone
know.
wanted to win.
Yeah.
And then there was a massive shake-up, and it's.
I think we'll get away with it at this event, but I am very intrigued to see if someone wants to try being a
So
bad
you
sport
get
at a 6++
no prisoners
event.
for
See how that
one.
goes.
Get
See how
them on
that
the
goes for them.
2, 3. And I get my oath for 1.
I don't think that's going to work
Yeah.
out, so I don't think we're going to see it.
No, it's very rare these days.
Yeah,
The-
exactly.
the
You
people-
get
the
we've got a
people-
lovely crowd of people here.
The people who are bad, everyone knows. So
Exactly.
it's like, oh, hey, that's him. That's
exactly
him.
that. Exactly that. Yeah, so the demon's in a commanding position.
Yeah.
Pete has reset the greater demon in the middle problem.
I get hold. 5,
3
8.
and a 5.
Yeah.
John sees some love for the work with Innocent Bit. Yeah, I mean we love collaborating those guys. There's some great guys out there in Fireside,
And
Stat Check. You can have some
Yeah.
wonderful
So I'm
exchange
going
with
to
them.
get pick random. Secure no man's land.
Yeah.
And cleanse.
Secure and cleanse. So secure is
So
not
I
that
can-
easy.
strike's gone up, like I said, as
No.
well.
As mentioned.
Because usually you're happy with it, right? But now
Yeah,
you've
no,
got
it's just
small
they
secure.
just yeah, and this is the advantage
Secure
of
no
what we
man's
call
land.
push
The one
play,
thing
right?
down
Pete's
to
playing
5.
very aggressively.
C4.
The result is the Vanguard Marines don't really want to leave their own third, and what you'll find in 10 is if you don't leave your own third, it's hard to get your points.
And surprisingly, if you think about it, there was no
Got
reason to
CP,
have
mate, yeah.
to have that
I
much
have a lot
stuff
of CP,
here.
more than I
Yeah, I
expected
think
at
the
that
Havocs did more work as well than expected. It was
point. As
just,
for such, don't forget my
and
mind.
that's it. Demons don't normally have shooting, but
don't think
Havocs
I'm going
add
to be
something.
charging.
Yeah, you
into
don't even
Belacqua.
plan for them. It's like, oh, it's demons.
Belacqua. So he's definitely going to be
And
Mio's
untargetable
target.
Havocs are actually really good. The Havoc profile
So-
is great. It's just usually you can't protect them, so they will shoot once and
Yeah.
die.
That's it.
But in here, there's nothing to get them.
No, exactly. So that's it. I'm a little concerned for the Vanguard. I'm trying to work out what the counter push is going to look like here.
Yeah. The Impulsor could have played such a big role blocking this off. Because even
Yeah.
if you kill it, the guys just disembark here and maybe get charged and then they get, shot.
Yeah, I think so.
But that land speeder now will not have enough.
And I don't
reach.
fully understand what happened with the Judicia, because I thought the whole point of setting him up there was to intervene, and then it didn't happen. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Might have been that he forgot or thought that it won't
Yeah,
matter.
or whether maybe Peter was far enough away. Maybe Peter got away with the charge.
Battle shock on the.
Sometimes when that
Low-
happens, you get flustered and
Oh,
forget
yeah.
things as well.
and it was a very aggressive
He's
turn for the
okay.
demons, so I could see that.
Unless they just moved out to be there and it wasn't even planning to heroically
No, actually-
intervene.
Yeah, for sure.
Not sure how practiced he is with that detachment.
But looking at it, we're going to get to see what new Bellicor does pretty soon.
No, he's not okay.
And actually,
You are in shadows.
I wonder if there's like a switcheroo
mid-board.
where you send
Only in
Bellicor
the
next.
mid-board shadows, you're
The
blind from
Bloodthirster
the-
lands
And
where
bumps.
Okay, so
Bellicor
they're shot.
was. He?
and take Stevie models.
Okay.
You just keep cycling.
I mean, why wouldn't you send Be'lakor? You've got
Yeah,
these
man.
guys to hit.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you-
Lots of tasty
if you go
targets.
Counted up or down?
Just getting rid of them is
Up or
huge.
down?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Who?
He took
But I think
yeah,
they'll come out and actually
If
try
that,
to do that.
if that
That's
objective
fine.
folds for the Vanguard,
So-
I don't see how
Oh,
they
two
get
more
it.
Yeah,
tools. Sorry, dude.
I think their only chance
go,
is to
one
get
left.
these guys out, shoot Be'lakor, these guys out,
So,
grenade,
I'd like to
impact,
take
and try to
care
kill
of-
him.
Exactly that. You need to kill
And
him.
tank shock potentially. Just get all the Mortals out there.
Lots of
You have to
CP.
punish Pete's aggression, and that means everything else on the board now
need
needs
to
to
push
focus
out.
Be'lakor.
Yep.
Speeder's got to go. Ballistus has got to go. All the vehicles.
And
like,
you want to push up as far as you can in here with reserves and stuff to get your warp clowns coming down here, because if warp clowns come down here, you're
oh
done.
yeah, it's done.
It's done.
And I could see
5
that
OC
happening.
on there at the moment.
Because that impulsor, even
Very
without,
vulnerable turn for
yeah,
the Vanguard.
that thing even without charging could just advance up to here and screen the
Sorry?
board.
You can
Completely.
probably take it back, I assume, in some
So
way.
I think it's
Yeah,
the
I'm just
Mar-
not
the
sure.
Marines.
I just need to
They
kill
needed to be
Be'lakor.
more expansive. We were
Just
saying at
cool
the start
stuff like that,
they needed
isn't
to
it?
push out and make more control the space more.
And Warlord.
They've kind of invited the pressure, and demons love bringing the pain. So
Is the
that's
top-down
6
camera
OC.
colors are the
Because they're
top-down camera
double OC,
colors
that's right,
fine?
so-
Because my monitor is very bleached out for some
Yeah, it
reason.
looks a little bleached out. Let us
The
know.
other one
let
looks
us know at
fine.
home how that's looking for you.
So let us know if anything needs to be fixed. I'll adjust it in the break.
Charge me then.
Not going to charge Be'lakor, I don't think. Unless I can charge them and fall back onto it.
You'll never be able to. I mean, sure.
So he has to charge Havocs, but then Be'lakor will just heroic intervene. I think.
He's no shooty 18.
You don't control
And I'd
that
rather
current.
get my
I will
impact
do.
hits
Strike
onto
and big strike
Be'lakor
onto
because
it,
the Havocs won't be able to fall back and shoot.
It's the start of each battle round. I choose his thing for the record,
Yeah.
but still in the 18.
And look, Tom, that Ballistus being such a great asset to
Got
shoot
it.
into demons is just screening the back corner, so he will never see
Yeah.
anything.
This is it. So I think there's an extent to which there's a bit front to back with the stuff. Some of the ranged
Moving
marine
advance, I
units
can
needed to be
still
much
shoot
further
because
forward.
of bolter. Yeah.
Well, there
With
is one
WTC,
way.
if you don't work for angles, you don't get them, right? You've,
Exactly.
you've got to go and find
You
them.
need to create pockets.
Exactly.
It's only 1 inch.
To be honest, there is a way to make it work. If you
Was a
push
bit
out now and kill
unenthusiastic.
Be'lakor somehow,
That would be a big swing in the game. Yeah.
then that Ballistus
you want to
becomes
secure those two,
like
you wanna
becomes
deflect.
active straight away.
Strike can do it there quite easy.
Yeah, as I say, you need to the
So,
three
we'll
big
get
damage
plenty,
dealers are the
yeah, strike can
Talons,
come and
Be'lakor, and the
cleanse.
Bloodthirsty. You've got to start dropping those.
And secure no man's land is there.
And at the moment, they're kind of being able to do their
depends on
thing.
how
The
you feel
Bloodthirst is
it's
obviously
general.
half dead.
You're not allowed.
You
can cleanse on mine.
Yeah, but he doesn't mind that. If there is Be'lakor half dead,
Exactly.
a greater demon half dead,
Yeah.
then they're still alive.
And then all the marine stuff is dead. It's a real snowball effect, I think.
Yeah,
Sorry, mate.
it's all right. Well, yeah, correct. There's a gap there because I'm only tipping off.
I could plas scepters in there.
We've got more Inceptors to come in that helps.
Yeah, the Plasma
You
Inceptors.
probably can.
Yeah, there's room there.
But
6
he's really
inches,
focusing
so-
on taking out these Havocs. But
But
I
it's
think
only
he should be
12
focusing on taking out
between there,
Be'lakor
so
because
maybe
Havocs need angles and Be'lakor and Bloodthirster don't. So if they can sit in the mid
12
board
between those two.
unbothered,
somewhere
they
like
would do
there,
that.
it's hard.
100%.
Correct.
And a line down
Yeah,
there.
yeah, no,
so I
you're
could.
This is it.
That's
This is a
potential.
second,
So
a second sort of go turn.
I assume we have to come down
Because
now.
once Bloodthirster and
6.
Be'lakor are dead, there is still
Six.
Legionaries.
Yeah, but you're also 9 away.
yeah.
And the dogs with lands and plus 1 IP can actually do a lot of damage. They're only 1 damage, but they're hitting on freeze, so they're not bad. It's just a rough spot because Space Marines lost like 4
So
units turn 1,
chip
which is
damage.
not great. Like it's
No,
all
it's-
their screen and all their action monkeys.
Grenade, free strike
I think
grenade.
that's it. And they're just, in terms of the space of the board,
Yeah,
they're
it looks like
struggling to make the halfway line, aren't they? Which is
Yeah.
never a good place
Could
to
you
be.
just measure 18
it looks
so
like
I
he's
can get my
completely ignoring
speed up
Be'lakor.
within 18?
But with
which
all
is
his units
these
being so
guns
far back, if
going in
Be'lakor
there.
doesn't die, then that game is
Basically
free
there,
for
it's
demons.
basically just past the wall.
Like that there?
If this bounces, it's going to be really rough.
And
Yeah,
I've got-
because
no,
look,
wait a
he'll
minute.
kill everything around
I'm gonna have to
Be'lakor,
come
fair.
past it.
Sure.
But then
because of
all that
the-
will die,
Yeah, whatever.
and that Ballistus is out of
Oh,
position,
vehicle
that spear is out of
based
Yeah,
position.
because of this
Yeah.
here and this
The combat
overhang.
units are just, moving around from
And
objective
then
to
I should
objective.
have line of
Yep.
sight down
100%.
there.
Oh, so that part is past.
That's passed, and then I got, yeah. You happy with that?
Yeah,
Pete?
I'm happy with that. The part of your vehicle that's shooting is past the
Yeah,
footprint of
otherwise
the
I
thing.
wasn't going to pass this bit here then, yeah.
I think one of the big decisions in the game was when Gavin brought the Bolter Inceptors down like directly in the middle rather than along an edge. Because
Yeah.
he could have shot the Bloodthirster from
Yeah,
either side.
they could have been here, right?
And it's a lot harder then for the Havocs and other things to just shoot them back.
I think he was worried about the Bloodthirster just charging there and being
Yeah.
safe.
But that, I mean, that's not the end of the world, right? Like, it keeps his main objective and the stuff on there safe. So yeah, it's interesting. With Vanguard in general, like, you're just always trying to get several activations out of those uppy downy units.
Like with the reactive move, he could have literally just hit scouts here.
Yeah.
And drop.
That's going to be outside
Like
of
have
12.
the
So
intervention trap on one side,
to get an extra
and then
hit
keep
on
everything
twos
back
for
to
the
just
move.
kill whatever's
I
coming.
don't know if I
right?
want to do it. We can see how it goes.
Because 12 Inceptors in a turn would drop the Bloodthirster that after he killed the
Sorry, mate.
scouts.
Yeah.
He's already lost one horn from ages ago.
So it's just decisions on how aggressive you want to be and how early and why.
Completely.
No,
Yeah.
no. That's all my habit.
That's it now. But these are in. These are.
Yeah, they are.
We've got nice comfy chairs,
Gonna
so
lose it
we're
on-
just chilling watching the
We
game.
are chilling. You want to get your drink, mate?
I'm good for
Okay,
now.
I'm going to just quickly
So,
grab a water or
right
something.
there.
No worries, no worries.
Strike's going to come down there to cleanse. There. That's
There you go.
sticky.
Is that the Plasma Inceptor? I think so. It's on a 14
Oh yeah,
base.
still got moving.
I think it's that one bolter guy that's remaining from that unit.
So a roll and advance on the impulse. Quite like it there for some
And again,
free
I'll fix the
strats.
brightness and stuff on the cameras in the break because it's manual on the camera. It's a mirrorless
These
camera.
guys can string back.
So
Roll and-
unfortunately,
can you roll us
I
an
don't have
advance on
remote
the,
access to it. So it's on the top of
incursors,
the
please,
table.
mate.
So I need to wait for the players to finish
So 3.
to mess about with adjustments. Actually, I'll look at it on my phone to see how good it looks.
So that should screen out there. Cool.
Yeah, it looks fine. Just needs to be a little bit brighter. I'll fix that. The next few tournaments, we've got Glasshammer GT in Birmingham. We've got Ed's team tournament with 100 players. I think it's 20 teams of 5
We'll
man.
get them in the impulsor.
In Cardiff, beginning of April. So in April, I've got 2 events. On top of that, I'm planning to do Thursday night fights again with Manny and Dan and the Glasshammer guys, and guests, possibly 6++ guys if they want, and battle reports to have on the channel. So there's plenty of content coming. And again, if you know anyone with a decently sized event, like 60, 50 plus people, that would like it streamed, let me know, and I can make it happen. And most of you have me on Facebook, or you've got my email in the right bottom corner of the stream.
I think
Streams
these are
at
just going to go behind the wall for
glasshammergaming.co.uk.
now. I'll roll an advance for them.
Cardiff event, it's the Crazy Warboss Gaming
advance.
team tournament. I'm not sure what it's called. But if you look for Crazy Warboss Gaming, you'll find it. And I'm basically trying to cobble
do
up
I
a
run
few
'em this way?
pennies to be able to buy PTZ cameras, like the proper
Going
ones on the
aggro.
sides, instead of webcams. So that's my plan. Improving the setup. That's all I want, really.
We're going aggro.
There you go. Space Marines are coming out, but it's
Strength
gonna
4.
hurt them because War
Strength
Talons are
3.
coming back with Rapid Ingress
Thunderhammer and
or
E-Strength 7.
Bloodthirster.
What strength is the Thunderhammer?
8. AP2, 2 damage, dev wounds.
So it can bite him really hard.
Okay, so
to be
I'm going to
honest.
free strat. No, we're going to do some shooting first,
Is
I
that the
think.
end of your movement?
Think so, mate.
I will ingress.
Of course you will.
Because that is how this army works.
Yes.
What I'm ingressing is a question. I either put the Thirster over here,
Yeah.
or I put some... I don't want to go for them. They've got fights first.
Sorry, they do fight first, yeah.
Is it fight first whilst leading a unit?
Yeah, yeah.
So if I kill 5 models, you no longer fight first.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, the bar is very scary for me because they've got gin and tonic mixed. You know, Gordon's gin, and I absolutely love it. So I think I'll have a few.
Well, I'll just put the Thirster there and not give a fuck. if it's
So I'm
right.
trying to slow down and not have them yet. But
Thirster
believe
sounds
me,
like a good
as soon
idea.
as lunch hits and I'm fixing the cameras, I will smash a few gin and tonics because I need that after the setup.
Kill the Thirster.
No, it's got to be a Lord. The whole point is to fucking bring the Lord. I was happier when you were going back there. Am I going to have to go there?
There you go, Tom.
Hello, gang. Just had an up and down. There's some cool games going on. Sam Parker Hully, GSC expert. He's running the Brew Brothers with the Guard and GSC. I've not seen that list in the wild.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool. How's it going here?
So Gavin decided to go full aggro.
Okay. Sweet.
So you can see all the stuff is down and all the stuff is out here. The bad thing about this is it's gonna hit nothing. Or but the screen. And you've got Rapid Ingress coming down, and I think the Chaos Lord wants to come down.
Yeah, the clapback's going to be pretty harsh, right?
So not only they're ignoring the Bellacore, which will do a lot of damage. You've got the Bloodthirster and stuff coming back and everything.
Yeah.
And whatever came out is gonna die.
Yeah. I think the only saving grace is that Peter can only Rapid Ingress one thing, right?
That's the
So he
saving
can't
grace.
get all his melee in the game unless he tries to hit some long charges.
Yes, but you've got.
But
so
yeah, it's just
So the plan is to kill the shooting, right? But when the
Yeah.
shooting dies, all the combat's gonna clamp down.
combats. Yeah, and that's the situation he's in. He's just not quite got enough activations to kill all the.
The plan probably is we have a Judicia, so we have to kill the shooting. Because that's a
Minus
decent
one to
plan,
hit.
but Judicia unit doesn't kill a Greater Demon, probably.
I'll do the 2 hammer strikes, hit you on 4s, strength 9 with +1 to wound 4s.
This is the speeder, I believe.
Looks like he's going for Bellacore, but it's
The
bounced.
2, whatever they're called. Both hit, strength 9, so 4s. 1 wound AP1.
Is that the melter or?
That's not the melter. Melter's to come, mate.
What's the damage on this?
D3.
Yeah, you let that through.
So Bellacore's taking some fire hit.
Down to 18.
And then the melter.
If he gets grenaded and charged, he might die. If that shooting goes decently.
Oath. 2 hits, 4s to wound. 1 wound AP4.
I will elect to CP reroll that.
Didn't Gavin have a bunch of incursors?
Cool, and ignore cover on him
I
now,
don't remember.
for what it's
Thought
worth.
he did.
Yeah,
Let's
He's
see.
got 3 up save now, so it might be. Cool.
So these will shoot. I'm outside of 12. I don't think I need to do...
Yeah, there are
Yeah.
2 5-man incursion squads.
In
Where are
fact,
I
we'll just
think
do
one
our
of them got
pistols.
eaten on
Now
the
they
far
can go
flank,
there.
didn't it, by the warp talons?
Because you'd expect it to sit back, shoot
That's
Bellacore
the
for
target.
+1 to hit.
We'll shoot
Yeah, the combination play.
Bellacore.
I don't know where the other squad is, but it should be tagging
So
Bellacore now, so the rest of the
fours,
stuff gets
overcharge.
+1 to hit. So the thing, it is the synergy thing with Marines. You've got to use all the little pieces correctly to help each other out.
Yeah, come. So strength 8, so 4s. Twin linked. 3 AP3s. Oh, come on, Pete.
No, I'm going to keep being a dick.
I'm all right. This squad into him here.
And AP doesn't matter for
I'm
demons
not
because
in
they don't have
rapid fire,
armor
so
save. It's
2,
all
4, 6,
invulns.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Are these just bolt guns or?
Yeah, but dev wounds.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll see. So
-1 to hit.
yes.
Looks like the dice tray is a bit dark. I'll fix. You guys have to shout at me. If the camera's
And
too
then
dark, you
fives,
let me know
but-
and I
oh, yeah,
fix.
cool.
Re-roll him.
Yeah.
Don't you worry, Ashley Brown. You come to the next one, mate. We'll do more.
So
Two,
2
saves?
dev
We're
wounds
big fans of
and
the guys
2
at
saves.
Prestige.
81.
So
81
we're working out when we do the next one. Maybe 6 months' time, something like that.
And the 2 devs, 3 damage.
Yeah,
Try and do a
and
couple a
then
year. Be really
we've
nice.
got the heavy bolter in the squad.
Cool.
Sustain
Sustain.
2, or 2 sustains even. Strength 5, so still 6s,
But with 5s with them.
but dev wounds.
Oh, okay.
So
That's not
1
bad.
save at AP1, and then 4 dev wounds.
That hurts more than I was expecting. I've
So
not
you've
really
got
seen something
Bellacore
like that.
dying
Down to 11.
slowly. What's he on now?
Down to 11.
On 11. Oh, yeah. You know, if they
His
drop
plasma
Bellacore, that
pistol
helps a
will be
lot.
out of range.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it unlocks all the units in the back that are out of position. And
Next
suddenly they're not out of position,
to
they're
his
brilliantly
free
placed.
strap.
Are there any charge buffs in the
It's a
new
grenade.
detachment? Has he got ways of getting like the thirster and things like that into the game?
So he can get Lance and +1
Into
AP.
Bellacore,
He
yeah.
can get advance in charge.
1, 2, 3, 4 mortal wounds, mate.
7.
And then I'll use his flamer as well, because you never know. Because it's 6s. 1. Yeah!
Insulting.
So we can do the -2 to charge.
Oh, nice.
How many's he got left? 6.
He's got uppy downy.
It's
He's got
starting to get
cover.
concerning now.
Yeah, I'm going to have to
Healing.
put these guys
Oh,
in
yeah, he
over
can
here
heal.
then.
Can you
Yeah,
not?
that's big.
Thank you, John.
Siege Strat on a Bloodthirster. That's a sacrilegious.
I will overcharge.
Not really. No pluses to charge. He can minus the charge, which is I don't know
it was
if
those I shot first, wasn't it? Then
Gavin knows.
Yeah,
I didn't want to cheat you.
Yeah. So I think that's the one saving grace. Like if they drop Bellicor, put a dent in,
good
they're up the
conversion. Well
board,
done,
and
Gavin.
then if Pete can't get things like the Bloodthirster and the Talons into the game next turn,
3 AP3s.
that
ignore
might
half.
buy the Marines a bit of space to
Yes, I
push
did,
up
mate.
and
I
start
passed
killing
all
some of the other
those.
stuff. This was kind of what I wanted the Marines to do
9
from the
damage.
start.
3 damage each.
Because that is, if there's a weakness to the way
Well,
Pete has set the
done your
list up, it's
reroll.
that Talent
And I
and
lose a guy
Bloodthirster off
from
the
the
board.
top.
That's a lot of your threat off the board at once, right? So you get a moment where you can push up before they come back.
And I thought the Talons would come.
And I'm surprised that one hasn't come down. Yeah, exactly, because then he can recycle them every other turn.
Am I the first?
You killed Bellicor! Is that the spot prize? I will check. I will go and see if you've earned it. Bellicor's died. There you go. I'll go and see if he's won this. We have 2 spot prizes this morning. First to be tabled by Orcs, which I think is going to be our very own Jamie East by the sounds of it. And first to kill the opponent's Warlord.
Yeah, Bellacor's dead. So now all the aura of you can't shoot me is gone.
So I'm gonna
Unfortunately,
put
the
these-
Dreadnought
these
still is out of
3
position to shoot anything.
shots into them there,
But
mate.
next turn he will be able to poke out his head
Yeah,
and shoot like a
I'm strength
Bloodthirster.
5, so it's only 3.
So that's pretty big.
2 hits. 1 wound. AP1. 2 damage.
The back one or the front one?
That was them guys there.
One's kind of gone.
Yeah, I should have done that in a different order. So I'm going to put. We'll do the 2 plasma pistols into this squad here, not overcharging.
Not overcharging.
No,
You pussy.
I know. 2 hits, strength 7, so 3 to wound you. 2
You
wounds,
always
AP
overcharge.
2 or 3?
2. No, AP2, 1 damage.
Fail 1, take it down.
Because I didn't overcharge.
Should have overcharged.
And then it's the 3 bolt pistols. 2 hits, T5 are they? Thank you, mate. 1 wound, AP1.
No, that's gone. No, that's not. He took the plasma.
He took a plasma, mate.
So turns out it was the spot prize. It was the first Warlord that's died,
Let's
and it was on the
charge
stream.
some stuff. So these will discharge your Reaper Havocs at the front there.
Which ones? Those guys?
Just those into there. Okay. 7 inches.
Anywhere in
I'm
particular
gonna
you like
I'll
'em?
come round.
So now with all the Havocs getting tagged, it's not even killed, just getting tagged, reduces the demon's effectiveness greatly. So
Multiple 9-inch
I'm
charges
glad
and
he
big
went for
strike.
the Bellacore, because if he didn't,
possible.
that could have been very, very, very scary. Because then when anything that comes down, that backfield is not being able to
So what we
support
can hear and
the
see
midboard by shooting into them. But now that they're gone, as long as they keep,
I'll leave
Gavin
him on there
keeps
for
the board
yeah,
relatively
whatever it was that I
screened,
needed to get.
there's not many int for the demons.
Secure no
I'm
man's land.
surprised Warp Talons didn't come in as a
Mortal
rapid
wounds
ingress,
on impact.
because rapid ingress with Warp Talons would have been huge.
4s. 1, 2, 3
Whether they would
mortal
have
wounds on
been,
impact.
you know, in the top left or in the middle somewhere, there would have been a massive threat for the Space Marines in the midboard.
So I'll go.
Just a force, you're still based.
But now what,
Sorry?
what Gavin's ensuring that there's nothing to shoot the Judiciary squad, so they can fight first into anything.
They deep struck.
They did.
I advanced them so they can't charge. Getting greedy now, mate. Getting
Can you
greedy.
charge with them with the 6-inch?
No, I can't do them. I can't do them. They got out. They're not in range to charge anything. They didn't advance, no.
Can you
There you
charge
go.
again?
That was the first Warlord
Yeah.
kill of the
Yeah, Scrivo confirmed it.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, sure.
So you got it here on the stream, you get to see the third Warlord dead. And I'm so glad he
That
went
would
for
be
him,
11
because if he
inch
didn't,
charge.
he would have been in big trouble.
Don't know if I do.
And now that Bellacor's dead, everything
go
can be
for it?
shot in the
I'm gonna go
midboard.
for it. I need to
And because
go
he
for
made
it.
it into
No, yeah,
the
make it.
Havocs, there's nothing to shoot the Judicial
so I'll
squad,
just fight
which
here
he's
then.
really happy with,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I think Gavin
You've
took
got
me
going
in
on
there.
wounds, so 4,
And as I was saying earlier on,
8,
like Pete was being
12.
very pushy with the Greater Demons in the
Chainsaw
middle.
attacks.
I get it with the Bloodthirster, it got him some primary. Once you're up on primary, having
Any
already gone
minuses to hit
second,
on them?
I don't think he needed to push Be'lakor as well.
But even if
He
he
was a bit
did,
greedy.
yeah. So the Be'lakor being where?
then, fours,
Like 6
five.
inches back, he wouldn't have been
BT5,
shot.
Yeah, that was it.
1, 2.
And
oh, there's a lot.
on top of that,
1, 2, oh, there's
why
a
wouldn't
lot.
you drop
6.
Warp Talons back, right?
6
Because they
to
can clear the
18
midboard
or
pretty well.
Yeah,
and go back up.
something needed to come back in. I
So
think
he-
did he ingress the Lord and the
Yes,
And then
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got the power
But
fist as
I think
well
I'd rather get Warp Talons in because they've got more reach.
Yeah.
on the sergeant.
That is the thing. He's going to be trying to hit 9
misses
charges
once,
with the Bloodthirster and the
3s
Talons.
to
Well,
wounds.
if he hits the 9
2
charges,
wounds
it's
at
fine.
AP2, mate.
Yeah. No,
But the reactive move, right,
That's
will
two
stop
down, two
anything.
Havocs are getting blended, so suddenly, yeah, the tempo is
I am going
shifted.
to tag those, mate.
The Vanguard are definitely on the up, but on the score, the Demons are in a good spot, right? So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, but you're thinking 9-inch charge is a 9-inch charge, right? But if they do the reactive move back, it's going to be an 11-inch
Yeah,
or 12-inch charge.
exactly. Into Vanguard, you're not making charge that reserve, right?
The bait worked the first turn.
Oh, I saw the comment from Ashley Brown. Can't believe we've not had a rematch of that fateful game 18 months ago. Was it 18 months ago that we played, actually? That's a long
Time
time.
flies.
They're not very
I
good.
think that was the one where I forgot that Interrupt existed, to my shame. It was the last game at Coventry, so we'd played like
Six, yeah.
6. I was completely delirious at that stage.
Can you give me...
There are things I've done in games after
Yeah,
loads of games that I don't want to mention
Yeah, yeah.
because I just embarrassing. I've played Reese once. I think Reese is here today, right? Oh no, he's at Battlefield Birmingham.
Yeah, no, he's
So
in Birmingham. Yeah.
Reese,
I'll get
I played
my-
Reese in Chaos Knights vs Knights, and I forgot he cannot charge for walls, so I played as
I
if he
didn't spend
can
any CP, so that
all
was
game
nice.
and lost because of it.
I think
Sometimes
that's me,
my
Pete.
brain
so
doesn't
I get
work.
secure and
Most of the
cleansing
time,
for
actually.
1. Have you got the?
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry, mate.
I'm just thinking that I'm going to pull off dogs, some
Yeah,
of
he's,
them.
I want you
he's
into the
uppy
fight
downy on the
phase,
flesh
yeah.
now, so.
Those dogs.
Okay, mate.
Yeah, he wants more dogs to
that's
play the
CP
mission in
for
case
you.
he gets some
No,
action.
no,
The
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Vanguard have come to play.
So you got
I think
secure
this is what
for
they should have been
2,
doing
if
earlier in the
you
game.
didn't cleanse.
It's just making more things happen,
Yeah, yeah.
getting Pete's assets out.
So
Because Pete is a
5
bit
on
asset
that
light,
and
especially now he's
2
down
on
one of his
that one,
damage
innit?
dealers.
But imagine if he had
Yeah, one, correct.
Warp Talons,
Oh,
on
yeah,
the board,
the Warp Talons now would just clean house.
or
And
even
I'm up to
rapid
2
ingress
now.
to provide
It's
heroic
2 now.
intervention
Yeah,
into those
sorry,
JPIs to protect the Havocs a little bit.
So I will go up it this round.
Yeah.
Pete's gone for a defensive ingress here, like he could have pressured the safe side for the Marines and just taken that, and then the Marines are getting 3 primary.
No.
That's pretty nice. But
Area denial and sabotage.
we will see. We'll see what the Demons do. The Demons were in a quite comfortable spot on the primary. It's just whether they get any kind of pressure on them. I thought it was looking really bad for the Marines, but this is looking a little bit nicer now. That I'm never going to forgive Gavin for how he's used that ballistas.
Yeah, you got 8, mate.
That ballistas is literally sat in the back corner.
120 points of just the
It has-
paperweight in
it's
the
like-
corner.
It's one of the guns he's got, and he's sat it in the far right corner. just screen backfield like it's 5 Cavalites or some shit.
And now he can actually use it, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
which is illegal technically because he shouldn't have been able
Need
to
to
use it.
heal him. Okay.
And to provide some valuable coaching.
Move them there, multi-charge.
Few harshly
No, I just
constructed
just
words.
bashed him that way. Yeah. Yes, he's Phobos, Pete. Phobos.
Phobosish.
What did I get?
Still plenty of units from
Six
Space
plus
Marines,
dice
but
for
once
killing Be'lakor.
where's my mouse again? Once these are gone,
Be'lakor died, Be'lakor
there is
died.
not much left.
Unless there's
But
my army
the thing is,
right
demons
side.
cannot get to them now because they're all in the
I think
sky
I'm
or
gonna die
dead.
next turn.
That's it.
I'm going to watch it.
That was my main gripe with the Demon list. I just think it's too much. Too many points and stuff that's not going to be on the board when you need it.
I wonder, did they kill
Um,
a toad in combat?
But it'll be
If you're on an
interesting to see
objective,
whether they
I'll
can
re-roll
work them
one.
back into the
I
game.
was really
If
looking
you're not on
forward
objective,
to
I'll
rapid
re-roll
ingress
one
behind that ruin because it
Yeah.
was such an easy access to the backfield, and he went over there for no
Yeah.
reason, right? And you're like,
It's defensive.
I've
He's
got death
protecting
wounds
his
on
primary,
him.
but it's like, yeah, I don't think he needed to be defensive. He'd gone for offense. You've got to keep that up now. That's
And
the
you regenerate all your wounds anyway, don't you?
No,
So-
exactly right.
no,
that's
don't get me
why
wrong, they
I
would do some
you either
damage,
kill him
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
but with the reactive move, they
When
won't
he's
be able
getting
to do
there,
much.
That's not that that easy.
No,
The best
completely.
thing is probably charging into those Havocs and clearing them out because they cannot reactive move in
Yeah,
combat.
the Havoc's getting melted as well. That's good. Was there? How long was that charge?
got
I
his
was
squad of
I'm impressed that they
GPIs
managed
It
to
wasn't
get
too bad
too
because
bad.
And these are in space,
if you
are
look
they?
at the
Yeah,
top
they're
down,
up in the sky.
it only went from
Probably gonna come
that
down on
position over here.
Okay.
So it's probably like 7 or 8.
Not too bad at all. Yeah, sure.
Of things.
Yeah, the demon's under pressure now.
But again-
the tempo has switched.
There's no reasons for the Havocs to be that
Oh,
grouped
your
up.
command phase,
Yeah.
when you're in
Because you
it,
could
let
have
me
had
know.
like a line here and line here
It's my command phase.
because they had massive range.
And I just think playing Can You Kill Me with Bellicor wasn't needed. There was no need to push that point.
Yeah.
Bellicor
What have you got
could
to
be a
do?
Yeah,
bit
Bellacore could have been
Bellicor can
just sat
basically
here.
wait for his mates to come back down and then push out with them in the next turn.
Because he was greedy for 13 in primary,
That's
but
the
he
thing.
could.
But
Once you've
that
got, but he already had
objective,
one.
sabotage
Basically, you're like, I've got
objective.
one. I'm on end of turn. I just keep the Vanguard on 8s for the whole game. Get another 13 at the end. That'll be fine. That's great. And so I think there's a sort of a little bit of
Yeah,
blood.
he was
loss.
going
A little bit
second.
of
He was
bloodlust.
going second, so he didn't
Exactly.
need to push.
There's no need to push.
If he was going first, potentially,
Because he's already got 113. He's set himself up for basically a 10-point lead on primary. So he just needs to get his cards, keep it tight. But hey, look, he went for glory with Bellicor, and we never even got to see what new Bellicor does. He just got melted.
Oh yeah, good to see you, Bodger. I'm glad you're getting
Oh,
WTC
lovely,
vibe.
Bodge.
WTC was fun. It was tiring,
Yeah, that
but
was
at least we've got aircon in here. It's a bit better.
Yeah, that was it was a real career highlight. WTC. It was super fun, but we were knackered by the end.
Yeah, there was a few games to
Yeah.
talk about. I think I was so delirious at the end. I wasn't even commentating on the game. I was just talking random gibberish
Yeah.
because you just can't focus anymore at some point.
But we saw some cracking games, right? We got to see John Lennon, saw
Yeah.
Nassim play, saw Alexander Sacco,
Hmm.
all the War Masters, the French just killing
They
everyone in
shoot
the
at
War
all?
Masters. It was a good time.
Oh yes.
Really good time.
They're going to hide is what they're going to do.
I was meant to say something, but I forgot. I've got severe ADHD, I think, because I can hyper focus on things, but then if I get, go off track, it's just gone.
Yeah. There's a few of our kind in the wargaming world.
Yeah. You need the hyper focus, especially when you're painting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You saw the camera shaking there. That was Mike Duff walking past.
Yeah, you don't want to see me walk past. The player's table also shakes because I see the ruins. When people walk by, the ruins go. "Woo, woo, woo."
Yeah.
That's the downsides of mezzanine floors, but it's great. I can see the beers on the table already.
Hell yeah.
There's gonna be some combat in a minute. When lunch break hits, I'll get some alcohol. I love gin and tonics.
We
that
have
are
a
available here.
tradition in 6++ on the Saturday night. We drink some Baileys
one
just
of
before we go to
those?
bed.
No,
John Swallow has
Go
bought
for
some
it.
Baileys for us tonight.
To be honest, you are posh enough to just drink Baileys with
Oh,
your
I'm a
milk.
posh boy, mate. Baileys from a shoe for me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we are one of the posher teams in 40k.
Yeah. It's like I was joking with my another posh friend from Cheltenham that when they were young they didn't eat cheese toasties, they had croque monsieurs.
Oh, yeah, 100% with caviar in, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. All day, every day. Absolutely. Pete's got a big turn ahead. He's trying to work. He's working it out here. I'm very interested to see. I don't really know how dangerous flesh hounds are, but they're going in.
So flesh hounds just a few attacks with strength 4, sorry, hitting all
Very
threes.
manly throw.
But with corn, when they charge, they can get lands and extra AP. That's when they're scary. Other than that, not really. They're very resilient from psychic
They move
attacks.
6, so in theory it should be
Bloodthirst has
3
come back in.
somehow.
So
Yeah.
the big
Oh,
thing for
so
Pete is
we're
just
not on the wrong
repel
line.
this push. He needs to not get. If he gets broken back on the primary, that suddenly his commanding
Yeah.
position collapses a bit.
But Bloodthirster's in a very bad spot because there's literally nothing he can charge.
Yeah, he's just. It looks like he's going to shoot
let you
and just
take
be
it,
there for next turn, right?
Which is not a bad choice.
Well, yeah.
But I wonder
You're
if...
like, if there's enough guns to kill Bellicor, there's probably
Still
enough
too
guns to
comfortable.
kill a half.
Yes, I'm
like
just
most
thinking
of us,
if
right?
that Dreadnought can move here and get a line through there, but I don't think so because that
Oh, the
container is
blisters.
holding it.
Hey,
Yes.
David, it's over for the blisters. the blisters
We're
is
back.
just out of this game. It's just
Um,
not playing.
I'm just trying to find.
Maybe,
because
maybe.
look how tall he is, right?
Yeah,
Potentially there's a line there.
Maybe. We can hope. I'd love to see the blisters.
I'm
shoot
tempted to
at
just
some
walk up to the table and look, just shamelessly go, can that ballista shoot next turn?
point. Don't you do it. Don't intervene. We're not supposed to intervene.
I know, but you know what I mean? You just want to poke him, it's like, move it. Move. Because I think, unfortunately, that ballista isn't moving. I think he's gonna sit there and scream, which is painful. You know, you've been alive for thousands of years, then you've been dead for even more,
Yeah.
and now you just sat in the corner as a paperweight. I suppose at least you're not getting shot.
Hey, Sindri's in. Lovely to see you, Sindri, from the States. Amazing.
How are you doing? What time is it for you? Is it like 5 a.m.?
What's going on in America? Anything interesting happened for you guys lately?
Oh, plenty.
They're my biggest problem right now. I don't really have anything to actually shoot or fight with.
Yeah, and this is it. This is it, Pete. It's a little bit lacking in assets to actually respond to this. And the advantage the Marines always had in the game was just so many little units. And the Marine units are better than the little trashy demon units.
Yes,
As long as
because
you can
those dogs
play-
don't do much.
That's it. If you drop one of the big demons and then you can play around the rest, Talons have come back in now. So there you go. He's reset his melee, but this is because they go up in the sky, they come down, they reset. If they don't hit charges this turn, there's a whole turn out of the action.
I don't want to.
And it's like 600-700 points out of the action for a whole
No.
turn.
Yes.
And you can see the tempo loss that's happened as a result, and the Marines have been able to push up and take advantage and drop Bellicor and all sorts of things. So yeah, I don't know that you need the Bloodthirster and the Warp Talons. I think you just have one of those. Probably just the Bloodthirster, right?
Because you cannot operate them in the
Yeah.
way they need to operate with
Exactly.
the rapid ingress.
They both want to do the same thing.
I think if I like the Havocs with Bellicor in the back.
I like the Havocs too. They were good.
I like the Bloodthirster in the middle, just holding it.
Yeah. And I think those Talons just become a little bit more by way of units. I don't know what that is you swap, but I think it's a bit much having both.
7 a.m. here. Not
Ooh,
bad. I
Sindri,
got up at
that's-
7.
That's an early start, Sindri.
Yeah. I was in Premier and Breakfast room at 7.
Yeah, the Premier in Barnsley has never been as full of nerds as it was last night and this morning.
To make sure I put these in the right place.
Nerds everywhere.
We've got plasma pistol, and the last cannon, and then they've got bolt pistols.
Okay, mate.
I've been classy. I had KFC in bed, then hotel breakfast. Now I'm here. That's the right way to do it. We might finally get to the Indian place today.
Yeah, potentially.
Yesterday it was dangerous.
Yeah, we'll see how Jack Type. We had Jack Type with this. Forgot his EpiPen. We're like, oh, well, we won't make you go to
That's
the curry
fine.
house if you haven't got your EpiPen. That feels a bit unpleasant. Very nice Italian last night. It was good.
You cannot go wrong with Italian.
Oh yeah,
Because as long as it's carbs, it's good.
delicious.
That's why I look the way I look.
That leaves a gap back there.
Wargamers and carbs named a
Big
more
bloody
iconic
gap.
duo.
You go there.
You can see just a bunch of screening again to stop Space Marines dropping in the back.
It's only 6 inches for the.
So
9
what else is
inches
there
for
in the
the
reserves?
JPIs, mate.
Yeah, so Gavin's still got an ingress unit.
Yeah.
So the Marine, the sheer width of Marines units is starting to tell a bit here.
So I'm pretty much screened back there from them anyway. Cool. We'll just shuffle over.
Again, it's the problematic thing was that
That's all right, mate.
with Bellicor dying, Havocs got minced, so there is not
Call my movement there.
not much in terms of shooting
I
through.
might rapid ingress.
Go for it.
Let me have a little think. So you've left a big gap here.
No,
yeah?
that should be screened out 9. For 18 between those two.
Okay, mate.
9 from them and 9
Yeah,
from
you
them.
are.
That was my logic there. That's why I moved them back.
If I come here, have you got anything to shoot me?
Nah.
If I come here,
Unless you leave me gaps from things like the large cannon and things there. But no, predominantly no.
So
well,
potential
I
rapid
could
ingress.
get over the lip of that there and hide that quite easily.
Oh, yeah. You're probably safe in a lot of places. You should ingress.
Be nice to put something there. If I put stuff there, it's no shooty, no chargy. Unless you're, can you thirst a shooty chargy? If I put here, I don't think you'll get over the lip of that there.
He's
will
also
you?
only got 12-inch range.
Okay. I think I need to do that. It stops me doing other stuff. But
As long as you're 9 away from that guy.
yeah, I'll make sure, mate. Don't worry.
Like that.
It's just nice to hear two people having a nice, easy game, right?
Yeah.
It's always what
It's
you
fine,
want.
you're safe there.
Very chilled. Nice round one game. Two lovely people.
It looks much more chill game than my games because I was playing Bridgehead, so it was like I'm just sat here being pushed. That's fine. Next turn,
I be
No,
I'm
you
gonna
can't.
drop
Yeah.
100 models and roll 200 dice for 40 minutes.
Yeah, there is nothing
check if
chill
my
about
doggo's
Bridgehead
got
whatsoever.
assault on
It is
his
so violent.
I played it in 2 nights, and it's not a hard game, but I have to roll so many dice. My back was giving out
Okay.
because every night takes 3 squads. So it was
He's going to
bad.
go and do a flame of breath and that.
I miss playing 3 big nights and just chilling.
D6.
Yeah, that looks like a good time, Army, right? Just big
Five.
nights, let's go.
No. Cool. These guys going to shoot them. They'll dark pact first. They fail.
You never pass dark parts, it's just the law.
Yeah, Peter's guys are taking an absolute pounding from the Dark Packs.
Passed it now with
Two
the
plasma
icon.
pistols overcharged and a last cannon. Two plasma pistols overcharged. Cool. Explodes. And then 2s. Can you give me 2 saves?
Have I got cover? Can you see? Yeah. So 5 ups. Yay!
I believe Legionaries reroll once to
They hit
roll,
themselves now.
but I'm not sure if it does in combat, probably.
Hits and explodes.
Because every unit has their own rerolls, that's battle line really.
3 descends with cover.
Damage.
I've got to say, David, looking at that top-down camera, I don't think that ballistus is shooting the Bloodthirster anytime soon.
Okay.
I thought he would have moved.
I guess he's got the option of popping some Inceptors up into the sky to have a go at it with the
Same shit
plasmas.
from these guys going that
But
way.
he is running out of guns.
But see, my idea
Just
was like,
shooting
okay, so
here.
he was in
Okay,
the back
mate.
to be safe. Now that Blackheart's dead, he's gonna move out to shoot something.
So plasma pistols should roll these one at a time. One hits on a 3, the other hits on
Because
a
even
2.
if he gets charged, fine. He's
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
greatest shooting piece
then,
on that table. That's,
Sure.
you know, the greater demons are pretty much gone.
No, no cover or
Charge a grenade from JPI
Yeah.
is killing a Bloodthirster now.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
No. Can't do it twice. Kills 2, and do I hit myself? Oh, great.
kill 2. Yeah.
So I kill him, and the Lord takes 3 wounds down to 2.
Okay, mate.
So, yeah, these Marines are taking an absolute pasting from their own wall. Gavin's having a good time with that. Gavin's very chuffed with the exploding Chaos Marines.
Last count. Hits.
Yeah, whenever I played
I'll have to
Bridgehead
charge.
again, I kept trying to roll Dark Pacts. Can you imagine them with Dark Pacts?
Yeah, man.
They do have it, to be honest, with command squads, but
Yeah. Ultimate Funk is in. Hello, Dave.
How are you doing?
Nice to see you, mate.
I'm concerned that this isn't going to work.
We've got a very
I meant to
precarious
see something
game
I
here.
hadn't forgotten
It was
to do
look.
it.
So it's the new Disciples of Be'lakor, basically the Shadow Legion against Vanguard with
we up 4?
proper Raven Guard Vanguard with
Yeah,
Shrike.
mate. Just 5 wounds. Just a captain.
Initially looked really good for the demons. They were
Why?
aggressive. They
Or is
killed a
it
bunch of
forwards?
stuff.
In fact, I
But
can't
then the
gotta be
Vanguard have
5.
countered
It's gotta be
it.
5. Oh yeah, the Gravis ones get 6. So
I'm
yeah,
not
makes
sure
sense.
that Peter's done enough here in his pushback turn. I think he's looking a bit
I think that's all my shooting's going to charge.
looking a bit vulnerable to getting hit quite hard. I think.
A
Yeah,
variety
because
of weird charges.
that thing is gonna move away. Or even if
Let's
it
see if
gets
you can make
charged,
a
doesn't
9
matter,
inch
does it?
First off, I'm not going to re-roll it for fail. No. Cool. Let's see if that toad can make a 9-inch into him. No. Cool.
Just trying some speculative 9-inch
we'll
charges.
then
So
go
that's
with
failed,
those
right?
dice.
That's failed. Or was it them? I'm not sure.
Gavin's got to decide if he's using the reactive move against the charge here at some point. So, hello. Oh, I'd love a drink, mate. Scribo's taking care of me as is his way.
We'll go with those
Some kind of
dice into that
caffeine.
guy.
Yep.
David, do you want a drink?
Oh,
Not yet, thank you.
Make it on, mate.
they certainly do.
Yeah, I
You're going all the
said
way around,
on the
mate.
lunch break I'm gonna smash a few gin and tonics.
I mean, it's John Swallow's venue. You'd be rude not to, right?
Yes.
John is a staple of the 40k scene, but he absolutely does not hold back on
You're
a
in.
Warhammer weekend from getting into some drinks.
See, I usually do, but when I'm sat here after all the setup,
no
I need
CP,
some gin and
but-
tonics.
Mate, you deserve it. You should be drunk the whole time. Hello, Rob.
I'll throw.
Toad into
Was you
the-
sabotaging anywhere, or you're just discarding that? Are you? Because you've tried your charges now, haven't you, on stuff?
I probably would have discarded it, to be honest.
Okay, mate.
Yeah, I think this is
Then
looking
the toad
looking
into...
a little bit peaky.
I think it'll probably
on
have
the
to
edge.
be both based on the
To
fact
be
that I'll
honest,
get into
it's,
within each of them.
If the demons lose a bunch of stuff next turn, it's gonna spiral a bit. I think.
Bleak.
Yeah, it's also pretty awkward because if it was like an Ines money game, I can easily predict what's gonna happen and why.
You just don't know what's gonna happen.
But because you don't know what decision they're gonna make, it's like
Exactly.
I thought it was over last
Oh,
turn.
yeah, exactly. I thought it was the same. And in points terms, the demons are still in a great spot.
Yeah,
But like,
but they're out of position.
the military positioning looks, yeah, exactly. That's it. The Vanguard are suddenly looking a little bit better than they were. Yeah, so the Lord's going in. He's going to do some battering. I think that's some Inceptors copying it there.
In a way, that's the charm of streaming games that are not like the top tables. Because it makes you look like an idiot when you predict what's going to happen. And it makes for a more interesting game.
Yeah, completely, yeah.
On the dogs
Absolutely.
to give them lance and extra AP.
And I don't really know how
The
tough
AP
flesh
not really
hounds are.
relevant, or the AP on anyway.
Not
Yeah,
very
the
tough. They're very
land-
tough against psychic attacks.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
They've got free feel no pain.
concerns
But
on
other
this
than
one.
Oh,
that,
really? That's fun.
And then I'll fight this over here, won't I?
Anti-Eldar
I tell
tech.
you, no, you do that first.
I don't
Anti-Magnus.
mind doing it out of order
No, no,
because
no,
it
no.
makes no difference, mate.
No, do that first. Let's do it right.
I'm going to move him there.
Sure.
So we got some big news from the race to win this second spot prize, which was, of course, first person to get tabled by orcs.
yeah.
We've got two candidates. Josh Wood's guard are getting
Might as well
brutalised
go
by
with
Mike
the,
Duff.
Thunder Hammer.
And then Jamie East's custodians are getting brutalised by Courtney.
So,
So it's
now
just a
that
question
they-
of which of those players
One with
manages to
AP2.
confirm
So
the
now
kill.
that they know they're losing the game anyway, do you just run out and get shot?
Stuff your
Seven
stuff in, mate. Yeah,
attack.
get yourself a
Sorry,
prize.
5 attacks from the Judicia.
And then, Daffy would just go, I just won't shoot.
Trigger 7.
Just
so
leave that one
5s.
guy.
2 dev wounds, mate.
Cool, down to 5.
And then 1 guy, 2 guys, 3 guys.
That
Well,
beast
nice
should
of me.
die.
Stop him. 1 guy.
I haven't had
3
anyone
guys,
complaining that
3
blue or
guys,
orange
4
dice are
guys.
weighted yet. They always do it.
Oh, I was re-rolling
The-
one.
both players do it, so that's how I know they're fine.
Absolutely.
Do you remember WTC where we had
Forgot.
at WTC where we had the massive light above us and you couldn't read the blue dice because
I
it
think
was
I
just
had one
shining on
re-roll
the
Yes,
to
dice.
wounds
yes.
on
It's
the,
still it's still
Judicia.
kind of bad here, but you
No, I
can
didn't. I
read
can't
it
Yeah,
read
it's
well.
fine.
It doesn't
They're
matter.
Yeah, but we had a massive venue spotlight right above the
So
dice.
nothing.
huge.
and
It was also
nothing.
so
The judicious
warm
rule couldn't
under
kill it.
that.
Yeah.
It goes back to full.
Yeah. Stupid toads.
Cool.
Oh, some
Right.
beast survived.
It's
They do
15.
that.
I hit on 3s.
Here.
No,
I've
no,
had
Here.
I've had it in the
Go
past
for
where I
it.
charged with like a tactical squad. Oh, just whittled it down for 3 turns,
Come on,
and then I
Pete,
realized
do
they heal. That
on,
wasn't a good
Pete.
time.
I'm actually debating CP rerolling a hit here. That's how
I'd
bad
do it
this
as
is.
well. I'd waste all your CP, Pete.
I've got this CPF. I'm fucking use it. It's exactly average on the hits. I assume I'm going to roll a 2. And then 2's the wound.
2s. Oh yeah, 'cause you went Lance, didn't you?
I'm going to CP that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete's
I'll
trying
roll
to push
these.
his
Is that all
damage
your
through.
wounds,
He
yeah?
really needs to do some
AP2.
damage here or he's in a lot of trouble.
So 4 up in vulnerable phase.
Yeah, I think I need to swap that black objective into the
I
Glasshammer
hate
one
you
because
so
it's too dark. You
I've
can
got
see
a
it.
wound left. 2 wounds left.
Because the camera balance is going for the bright, so it darkens it down. See, guys, technology.
Oh, I hate you so much.
But
I
game
hate
1
you.
is always troubleshooting.
So the lad in the middle survived. Is that Shrike?
Oh,
I think it's just a lieutenant, a captain on the jump pad.
definitely think
He's a
you're gonna
bald
win
guy with a
this game.
chainsword. I don't
I'm
think
gonna
it's
double
right.
check.
This list works. We'll keep going.
It's still tight.
No.
No, no, just a jump. Yeah.
Rest of the stuff, we'll go with the toad while we're there.
So we've got the surviving jump back character in the middle.
Attacks, it's on
Trying to
4s,
kill the toad.
and then strength 6, 3, 6 is a dev. Now cool, give me 2 saves
Yeah,
at
it's the
AP
beast just
and
killing
amount.
submarines.
AP 1
Oh, 1.
kills 2, so dev wound and then kills 2
Was it 2 damage, is
Yeah,
it?
these ones 2 damage.
That was alright for you, wasn't it?
Frog of death.
I don't like
The
that.
toads are like that.
I don't like the toad.
Yeah, the beast and Ogre are very good right now.
And I love the model.
I get
Yeah,
to punch
run
with
6,
these guys
mate.
if they're
Just
still
get
there.
6 in.
won't I?
They're
I
really cool.
suspect they won't be.
I would be all over demons, but I'm reluctant to buy demons because it
I
feels like we don't know what's going to happen
won't
next with them, you know?
agree
Yeah,
with
they get kind of moved
the
around.
guys,
bit of
'cause I
uncertainty
think they
there.
kill you without
Yeah,
it,
they got
just on
nerfed,
the off
they
chance
got moved
survive
around.
next turn, which they probably almost guaranteeably won't.
Doesn't feel like a good time to invest in them, but if you've got them, you should definitely play
I
them.
never wanted to. I love them as allies, but I never liked them as an army.
That's
Four.
fair.
5 attack. Let me give a pact off them. Pass it. Lord has 5 attacks.
Mainly
I'm
because if
very
I play
sure.
demons, I'd love to play Korn or Slanesh. I don't like the mishmash.
I quite like Nurgle and Zeke.
Yes.
I like it all. Who am I kidding?
3s, on the 6s. Like
Yeah, I like them all individually. I don't like them as a mix.
That's fair.
You're T6, aren't you?
T6 on those, mate.
Only 2.
AP.
2. 2 damage.
So kill a guy.
Kill a guy, and then the rest of the attacks from the legionaries.
So I think the Lord Squad's going through these Inceptors.
There you go. Which is heavies are 3 each. So the heavies, they all go out. Nothing goes in. Strength 8. So 3s, rerolling 1s. Cool. Give me 3 AP2s for 2.
Yeah. Interesting.
The
Two
chainsaw.
damage, is it?
Yeah, it's down to 1. The chainsaws, you can make work for it. There's only 1 of them because I killed 1. So
There's only a guy left.
Yeah, well, there's a guy in the last can.
Oh yeah, sorry, I
Yeah,
meant
Marines
my
are
guy.
not doing much damage back, are they?
That goes out, back in.
Back.
And
The Judicial Squad isn't in, they're just
Yeah, I was
sat
going
there.
to say, there's not many melee threats in
3
the
AP1s.
Marine list. He's
Finally.
running Shrike on his own, which I'm a bit surprised by. I quite like the Shrike melee unit.
Over here.
Yeah. Also, Judiciary is just with Assault Intercessors, right? He doesn't have Blade Guard. If he had Blade Guard, that's a different story because they just push.
For sure.
Those dogs hit better than the other dogs. No,
I'm just thinking what's gonna happen next turn from the.
The thing is,
3s.
with the Marines remaining output, it's really hard to tell. And they won't. What they won't be able to do is just hose down something with oaths, right? They're going to have to pick a bunch of different fights at once. That might actually help Peter a bit more than losing a. I think the Bloodthirst probably is okay where it is. Can probably survive.
That's
Are
the
these
end
guys
of my
JPIs?
fight.
Yes, the JPIs.
Yeah. So I think if I was
I get
playing
to
the
punch
Vanguard,
you back
I would
there.
hit
One
that
place
top
eight,
left
one to
corner
do.
hard.
What I'd really like is if you could just
With
completely
everything.
kill the dogs.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
just
do
with
seven
pistols and
for-
grenades, you
Fold
kill
that
like
flank.
half the squad.
Yeah, and
Strength
then at
four
that point,
attacks.
Peter has to go
Twos.
back rather than forwards because he just doesn't
Strength
have
four,
enough stuff.
speed 4.
Yeah.
So you've got to kind of play
Okay,
around the
4
Bloodthirster at
AP1s.
this stage, kill everything else.
Kills 2.
Yeah, the last big threat is Warp Talons because
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Bloodthirster is
Has
just.
he got
nowhere.
anything that can reach the Warp Talons? Because that would be huge if he can get into them.
The Judicial Squad is on the way. If Beast of Nurgle dies now, is that squad right there?
Yeah, I think if he hits the Warp Talons, that's catastrophic for Pete.
Oh dear.
That was not a good turn for me.
Yeah, it was not.
Shrike's
Yeah,
going to go
nothing
up at
happened
the end
really.
of your turn.
So that was why the middle was so important. So that little character making all his 4-ups has denied area denial.
That did not
Yes.
fail. Area
Yeah.
denial, and I fail. Oh, it didn't do
He didn't do
sabotage.
sabotage.
Yeah, so it's a rough turn on the cards
I
for
don't
the
really want
demons
to
there.
be
This
buried
game's
that high.
peaking.
They give it
This
that.
is on an edge.
You just dogpile the middle, knowing that I've got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'll leave you here for a second,
Sure
and I'll
thing.
go grab a water because I think I need a water.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
Score nothing. That goes over to you, basically.
Yeah, let me
I'm
do-
going to get rid of both.
Yeah, I
one-
don't
for
blame
Thank
you,
you for
mate.
tuning in. This is Glasshammer,
select
6th
edition,
plus
I'm gonna
prestige,
get-
teaming up as a dream team.
Bring it
Hope you all
down.
enjoyed it.
Thirster.
Welcome,
No
Anthony.
prisoners kill stuff.
That's all right, Anthony. Come to the
Kill
next
big
one, mate.
thing
There'll be
and
more.
kill little
We're going to
thing.
run another one soon, I'm sure. So yeah, to update you on the game, we had quite an aggressive push
one,
from the demons,
two,
who
so
got themselves
8.
smacks to primary, got in a good spot,
Thank you, mate.
but then
yeah, 8.
invited
yeah.
a bit too much pressure,
you
and
go up to
Bellicor
2
got
CP.
killed in the middle.
And I go 2, 3.
Gavin is
Two,
now. I think
one.
Gavin should have played more
Oh, you just
aggressively
got
from the
flow,
start, but he's now
Just
he's
one,
creeping up
mate.
the board with the Vanguard Marines. And the demons tried to counterattack, but because of Pete's list, where you've got all this uppy
Yeah,
downy, which I was
battle shock
telling him
him.
off about, Bloodthirster couldn't participate, Warp Talons couldn't participate, so actually it was really hard for Pete to do
So
damage
he's dead.
to actually push back.
The
And
Lord
so
is below
there's
half.
quite a lot of Vanguard Marines left, and they are now going to have a whole turn of
Captain,
trying to clear the middle and the
Do I
flanks,
want
cause trouble.
to... Let's just kill
And
him.
it's whether Pete, with his Bloodthirster and his Warp Talons, can do enough to dig
Yeah.
himself. He's got a
won't
little
do
primary
anything.
lead. He's got the end game scoring.
So-
But if he folds now, and there is a risk he folds,
And that's,
like a lot of his
that
little
is- that's
units
it.
go,
So
a lot of his
Shrike's
board
up in the
presence
air.
goes,
Yeah, as mentioned.
there it could get quite
Command
peaky.
phase.
Definitely get quite peaky. It'll be interesting to see. How do you think it's going to go, guys? Let us know.
Hello. Secondaries that were
Kill.
oh, no prisoners.
And kill.
Should have left Shrike on the table, really. But it
Well,
doesn't
you
matter.
don't know that before your secondaries.
Huh?
You don't know that before your
Oh, no,
secondaries.
no, yeah, but I should have just left him there because he's got 12-inch move. Doesn't matter. Need to deal with these. Don't think I'm going to kill the first of this turn. So I'm going to move these guys. So first is going to be my
There you go, guys.
The
I'm
only
back.
thing that's eligible to
oath
bring-
target.
Sure.
I've got some water for myself and a strongbow,
Is he
so
only
I've got
sort of
some cider
He's
to
a-
provide
is he
better
like 20,
commentary.
20 wounds or something?
No, it's
as
got
well?
11.
No,
No,
but
but damage.
for the bring it down points.
Oh,
Hey Anthony, how are you doing? I can see that Tom probably already responded to you
4.
when I wasn't here.
Because he
Yeah.
only has 18 wounds.
We've got Marines moving out, they're probably gonna clear out the mid
So I'm
objective.
just going to move those there 10.
Try to clear out the Bloodthirster, because that's probably the way to do it. Again, sorry for the camera skipping on that side. I need to replug it, rewire it quickly during the lunch break, and we're gonna be fine.
Could you move? I'm going to pivot him,
Where do you want him?
and then 12-inch move, so it should just be hanging over there, I think, Pete. So he moves 14.
Oh, does he? Okay,
Yeah, so
damn.
-2 for the pivot.
Yeah. 12 gets some kind
And
of
then
slot
just
like
so
that.
can I get up past here so I can
Yeah, probably.
see him, or wholly on the terrain?
You need to wholly be in the terrain is my only concern here.
Yeah, so
Like that.
yeah, that's cool.
You're not on the point there. is the only
Doesn't
other
matter,
thing.
it's sticky.
Cool.
And I'm in melter ray.
Yeah. Because you managed the melter from.
Yeah, from
They're
the
trying
wing
to
and
make
that,
sure
yeah,
to kill
so
the
that's
Bloodthirster, because one
handy.
Bloodthirster's gone, and if he can hit the Warp Talons, there is zero
if you manage
threat
to kill him off the melter
from the
ship,
demon.
You pretty much won.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Hello.
Don't like these guys.
They don't like you either.
There you go, just slightly shuffling. I'll be right back. I just need to hit the button real quick while there's not much action, and then I'll be back to commentating. Thank you guys for sticking around. I'll be right back.
Still got those guys, don't
Before
like
I
them.
leave, Swabilius, you can see
stay-
through the terrain.
we'll
If you're
stay in
wholly within
combat
it,
there.
you get through line of sight, so you can see those bases.
Another swinger.
As long as he's wholly on it, he gets through line of sight
You
into
can
the
still up
Bloodthirster.
it down. Eh?
You cannot see through the walls. It's through line of sight if you're wholly within the terrain feature.
First
back.
as bum is hanging out. So I'm going to put one guy there so I can get +1 to hit if I hit them with these guys.
Assuming they've got 24-inch range. guns.
Yeah, 24-inch
Sure.
range, 2 shots with oath. So we'll see what we can do.
False alarm. Cannot go to the bathroom because it's occupied, so we will wait until the current occupant leaves.
Just looking down that line there.
Sure. It's keeping me honest.
Do I want to do that?
The ballistus
You
has
can
been
take
screening
them
that
off and bring
corner
them here.
for a while,
So I'm not going to
hoping
do
he
that.
moves up to provide some
I'm glad
threat.
you thought of that. Yes, of course I can do that.
So yes, it is a good terrain for combat armies. It's
I've not
WTC
played this
terrain,
army before.
so they use it at the World Championships.
I had a plan on how
And
to
it
play
does
this army, and I
provide a
absolutely
lot of
did not
staging
follow that plan.
opportunities. But if you
Yeah.
play well, you
Screen
can
for
create
18,
pockets for line of
Completely
sight.
screened.
So if
As
you're a
long as
shooting
those dogs
army
stay there, that's screened now.
and you position yourself around here, you've got a bunch of lines of sight. But you have to fight for those positions. That's the
I
downside.
think strike stays up.
So if you fight for those positions,
Or-
you can then do a bunch of damage.
Come
Again,
back down exactly where it was.
Doesn't
Yeah, I
really
was just
matter, does it?
explaining that this terrain is combat favored. However, if you push well,
yeah, you
and
have
fight
to,
for
you have
position.
to go and find those angles.
so what I was saying, it's out in the open as well a little bit. But if you are where
So if your
this
thirster
pocket is,
comes round, I'm trying to be.
you get lines of sight for the whole
Oh, well,
table.
That's gonna
This
be
is
really
the thing.
difficult.
I might as well
It's
bring
actually
him down.
once you've got up into the
I'll
midboard,
bring him down.
the
'cause you
shooting is
never know.
quite good, and like, as you can see, like those nice stagey ruins that your sort of safe objective on the flank is on,
Facts.
they're
I'll bring him
safe
down
right up
within
until your
9 of
opponent actually
these.
gets up the side, and then they're literally
Within
just
12,
shooting
sorry,
into
within
your
12,
safe
so I
room.
can shoot at
Yes,
least.
so you cannot shoot deployment to deployment, but
Exactly.
mid-board
So
is
he's got a
open.
pistol,
But you have
so
to, and that was I think if I have one complaint with the Vanguard Marines early on, they held back a bit. They need to get up the board and
You
tuck
should
in.
still be
And,
okay to shoot.
Yeah,
So Gavin was thinking about moving
Okay,
his
mate.
ballistus, and I was hopeful, but then he
I'll let
decided
you
to put
do
it
that.
back.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm never going to forgive Gavin for how he's played this ballistus in this game.
Because that ballistus should
I'm
be
going to have stern words with him after the
what's
game.
that?
that
Oh, it's in
ballistus should be here,
it's in his-
Yeah, yeah,
what
yeah.
did
That
he-
thing
that's
should be
another,
tagging.
another kit bash model. That
but it's practice.
So,
you realize at some
we're
point
going
you need to play on this terrain a lot.
Meltzer into there.
Couple of good questions
They
from
can-
Cornelius. Is the new update being used? Hell yes,
You
it
can
is.
try and
This whole
shoot
demon
there.
army
We'll
is
see
brand
how it
new. This is
goes
the
on.
new
Oh,
Shadow
I've got
Legion
these
detachment
JPIs
that
to
drops
move.
this
Yeah.
week. So that's awesome.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
look
and
at
knights can move
scrap
quite
that
easily through it as well.
Yeah,
They move through
Knights get
here.
around on these okay, right? And the Chaos Knights love it because they can just fly through the walls
Yeah.
anyway, right?
Yeah,
They're
like
all-
the Rampager can stage and just go and kill you.
So we're just going to see how this one goes.
I can make
If the
anything
Bloodthirster
float.
drops here, and it
Anything.
Anything.
In combat or
Anything.
in shooting?
might, then I think
anything.
we might
That's
have a
hilarious.
Marines
Not
comeback
guaranteed.
on the cards.
But
Yes. So
Because Pete is running low on things that can
Okay,
hurt the
all
Marines.
shots from this guy.
and the
into
Chaos
there, and
scoring last
within-
turn was atrocious.
Well, within 8.
So that's a
in
big
case I
swing
wanna
in the
throw a
game because they were
grenade.
really far
Yeah.
ahead and now they're no
The
longer
Demons
ahead.
were sitting really comfortably, and now
No, I'm not doing it
less
yet.
sure.
Just if
Less
I need
sure.
to, mate.
Less sure.
Because
So
bring it down
Melter
should be a given, and then a bunch of no
okay.
prisoners, so
Hitting you
Marines will
on-
be ahead.
Oh, no,
shoot
sorry.
with them first.
2 shots.
And if it goes well, Chaos is only going to score a free primary.
And then
But
fives to
I
wound
think
because of
that
oath.
Wartowns might be fine. on
2
that
wounds.
objective.
Yeah, I
No AP,
don't think
ignore
I
cover.
don't think Gavin's in a good enough position to
But
pressure
that's
that flank.
+1 to hit over
But
there.
if Pete loses so much in the middle, it doesn't matter. Then that's the Talons can. The problem with the Talons is that if you use them the way you're supposed to,
So 2s to
they
hit
then
with
can't
an
be
altar.
involved in the battle for the primary, right?
And
And
if the
then
Judicial ends up in the
force to
middle of the
wound
board on
+1.
those dogs, then that's a protected objective.
Strong.
We
Two
have
to hit
our
with a
first
hammer
orc tabling
saved
of the
by your
weekend.
shit dice.
So the orcs have tabled Jamie East
And then
Custodies, our
force
very
to
own
win.
Jamie East. Well done, Jamie East.
2 wounds.
Jamie East gets a spot prize for his
83.
troubles.
why's it
And
83?
Mordaka claimed its first
the,
victim of the
the
weekend.
hammer
I think there will be many.
Yeah,
Did anyone bring
84 on the
Mordaka?
melter.
Yes.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
all-time
Don't need
old
D6
school orc
damage.
player, Mike Duff.
Gonna re-roll one.
We have one meta chaser in Mike Duff, and then we actually have 2 very dedicated, long-time orc
6.
players in Jack Tight and Courtney Rhodes,
Who
both here,
finally get an army that's
who
good.
get a real buff. So that's awesome for them.
And then I've got the 2 other
And
ones.
honestly, we played a bat rep with the detachment yesterday. We made a
9
couple of bat
again,
reps.
So 4s.
And
AP
orcs
one.
are, orcs
ignore
are good.
cover?
Not me.
Mordaka is very powerful right now. Very powerful.
Ignore cover now, though.
I don't know what
Yes,
Tony made it to, but
Because
all I know is we are
Just dump all the random
not
tokens
that far
on
into the
out of
round.
bag.
Did he make it to turn 4? I doubt it.
I don't think so. It didn't look great. Pretty violent, poor old Jamie. But he's a hero.
Orcs,
He won't take it too
But
much.
that's fine. We've got our Lord and Savior in the form of Ed Watts, who's got a
Yeah.
anti-orc list, who's he's convinced he's gonna do well with. Hopefully.
Running out of stuff.
Hi, Hanger. Sorry, my mic is the volume is massively different depending on quite how I angle it. I'll try and get that consistent.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be them into him.
I can always just
Yeah.
tone down a
Let us
little bit
know
of the
how that
slider.
is.
6
There you go.
shots. Hitting on 2s.
And yeah, lots of looters in these
All
orders.
Yeah, you run 30 looters, 20 flash gates,
Yeah, 20 flash gates.
Certainly is.
30
tank
tank
busters.
busters.
Wounding on 4s because of the +1.
It is
Twin
exactly
links.
as stupid as it sounds.
It wasn't a secret to anyone but GW.
83s,
I am dead.
6 damage. And then
Yes. Fuck's sake.
hazardous. I'm all right, hazardous wise.
Looking ropey for the demons.
Explosion doesn't really matter.
Because you'll
Oh,
hear
the
it back up
Bloodthirster's
again.
died.
Even if I do 6 more,
Yeah.
Bloodthirster's died.
Yes, like I said, once Bloodthirsters die,
That's,
the only threat remaining is War Talons,
You're gonna
really.
win this game.
this is it.
I don't know, mate.
I think
I'm going to put his pistol
that's
into
really
here. As
big.
mentioned. He hits on a 2.
Dead Bloodthirster as well.
His strength 5. So
Like, the War Talons will kill something
One
now,
wound,
but the
81,
Judicial
2 damage.
must heroically intervene.
Yeah.
stop making saves, Pete.
Well, I didn't make them there or to Bellicor.
Belquois.
I apologise.
No, I appreciate it, Henga. As I say, the main thing is just to speak up, and then because if we know, we can adjust
All
the
their
volume. Right?
pistols and into
Yeah.
this squad.
Oh yeah, keep telling us because
Always
So
good.
four-
Feedback's
three,
always
sorry.
useful.
3
we
heavy
keep
bolt
moving
pistols.
around, so the mics get moved
Yeah,
around
exactly.
and the volume.
I'm
And
trying to
then
sit me
fours.
Diet Coke. That doesn't help.
1 AP1.
Yeah, same. I've got the side that's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Only
good
one.
lad. Nice. So I think
And then I'm going to do the plasma
this
pistol.
was something we spotted this early in the
That's
game, but
Plasma
the
pistol's not
pushiness with the
overcharging.
greater demons,
And then
pushing
The Bloodthirster
Bellicor
was
out,
great.
pulling the Bloodthirster out. The first turn was
One
good because that
wound,
gets you that
82.
little primary
That's what you
lead.
get for not overcharging.
But then he kept doing it, and then Bellicor died because he invited too much pressure on Bellicor, and then
I'm going to
bringing
put
the
all the shots
Bloodthirster in
from
again,
here into the
where
guys
he
in
could
the
be
middle.
shot.
So I've got 8.
But
Yeah. Because he
During
could have
rapid
waited.
fire,
On,
8
Like I said, if
bolters,
he
and
waited
he could
another-
wait and just
on that,
ingress
all
it
the
this
same
turn.
profile,
If you wait
so
another
I'll do
turn
them
and then
together.
went all in, then Marines are
Yeah.
gone. Because even if they kill him eventually, they won't have time to score. And he can use all the dogs in the background. Now all
Yeah.
the dogs in the background are gonna get killed.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have
And
war talents to
fours.
kill one unit back. And then it's over.
We've got a comment from Big Old Jim who says, "Has that ballista's just been chilling at the back there for 2
So
hours? You
5
bet your ass it
AP
has."
nothings.
Gavin put it there at the start.
We did complain about it
I,
every
was, I
time.
spotted it earlier. I was like, I have a feeling that ballistas is just going to screen the backfield for the entire game, and that's
So-
exactly what it's done.
So I would understand if there was a greater demon coming at that flank, right? So he can poke out and shoot it.
Yeah. So I think, that's. If I have one complaint about Gavin's game, it is that ballistas.
Yeah, Ballistas
It's
has
just not been involved much.
And don't
I'd
get
have
me wrong,
liked
the-
it to go forward.
because the Be'lakor was given up early.
But what a flex to kill Be'lakor and the Bloodthirster without your ballistas.
Yeah, I don't need that.
All shots from here into those guys there.
So,
So
Legionnaires
one
are gonna
guy,
get killed. So
2 guys, 3 guys.
Yeah, I
4
think
guys
at this
in rapid
stage,
fire, then the heavy
the
bolter.
entire midboard's gonna get cleared.
I think the midboard's going to fold, and then I
Do
think
the heavy
I think
bolter
that
first.
Just war
'cause you've got a
talents,
guy on
right?
on
2
Lynchpin
wounds.
with the generous primary, that's
No, no.
huge.
The tunes
And he's
on
going
the
second.
Yeah, so I think
They have
the
two
demons are now
The Lord
looking.
did the mul-
this
I'll
is
do
just-
the heavy bolter
this is
first.
more of a
anyway,
problem than 10 warp talons
Yeah,
can fix.
and
That's
that's ticket. So he doesn't have to worry about that.
Strength
That's
5,
gonna be contested. That's his.
1 dev wound, and then
And these war
3
talents will
saves
have to
at
come
81.
out, kill something, and be gone. So
Oh,
he's not
come
holding
on,
that.
Pete.
yeah.
And the Marines are
Make
eyeing
it
that up
easy
as
for
well.
me.
There's only 10 cultists
And it's
there.
worth saying, I think
I'm gonna
I think in this matchup, probably the thing, if anything, that Peter's underestimated is the power of new oaths, right? He's playing, obviously Gavin's playing Raven Guard. This isn't the most
Strength
optimal
4,
way
so
to play
5.
New Marines, but New Marines
But you still
love,
get-
they love a big monster.
You
'cause
still get
just
grenades.
Okay, you've got
fully
2
rolls
dev
to hit,
wounds
plus
and
1 to
2
wound.
saves at AP1.
And Raven Guard get that. And it
Kills
just
1
goes
damage
through
each.
big targets.
Yeah, and they can get plus on to
Yeah.
hit. They can do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So I think if you invite a Marine army to kill a big monster, they often do.
Against demons with plus 1 wound, even bolters are extremely scary.
Exactly,
wounding
that's
on
it.
5,
Because you've
you've
only got your invuln. So like the weight of fire does it. Anthony McHugh says, I think it's beyond squeaky bum time for the
That's
demons.
it for shooting.
I personally agree. I think they had a nice strong
Okay.
position. They pushed.
Yeah.
They did some
That
damage.
Bloodthirster in the middle with Be'lakor was great, but
But
once
they've-
Be'lakor was getting hit, that's
that's
not
it.
scary.
They're gonna
That's not
charge.
pretty.
The swings on the big
There.
demons. You know, Peter's pushed his luck with the big demons. They've
I
died.
thought,
Now we're in trouble.
yeah, exactly. I thought he could have pushed the beast, advance it, and then next turn move it out, so it's gonna
Oh,
be
no,
shot.
you
And even
don't.
if it gets shot, it's just a
So
beast
that's
of
the
Nurgle.
CP, unfortunately.
So we cautioned it at the time. We thought it was a bit bold. Having just. Okay, something awful's just happened.
For once.
I don't know what that is, but something terrible.
Wankers.
Something terrible has just happened.
I knew it. I knew it. As soon as it left me fingertips, I
think
knew it.
an entire Inceptor squad has just exploded
They're
itself.
going to charge there. There you go. 6 ones in a row. No,
That's
mate.
a 9.
That's a 9.
That's significantly more than 2.
Or was that a double one charge?
I think it was double 1 with a double 1. Which surprisingly, that's how I won one of my games last week.
Oh, I have to
I played
base it
Black Templars, who set
Sorry.
up 3 inches away
Sorry,
from me and
mate.
rolled double 1 of a reroll on Hellberg squad, and I
I have
won.
to apologise for moving my dice.
I think I totally
Oh, it was a
deserved that.
2-inch charge into a 2-inch charge. Classic.
Oh, those
Absolutely
silly
classic.
tossers.
That
They're going
might
to
buy
charge.
Pete a little bit of time. But probably not much time.
These.
Lord, yeah.
8 inches.
You must base me if possible.
My
Sorry?
mom doesn't understand the hustle of streaming.
Yes, yes.
She keeps calling me. I need to ask you something, and it was something absolutely useless.
Not now, Mom. I'm busy.
It's the
I'm with
same
my nerd friend.
It's the same when I'm working.
I'm going to have to go in.
Because I
did
work from
say
home. It's like,
both
you're
of
not
them, did I
working,
say
you
both?
have to. It's like, what?
I'm going to do both. So the Lord's on 2.
So obviously we're going to have coverage of the 6++ GT for the entire event.
Oh, can't believe
Basically,
it.
the idea is to get the new detachments on today, some of the fun stuff like the demons here. Tomorrow we'll
think
lock
if I
in
roll a
with the
12, I can
undefeated
get round and in
and
that
get
gap.
the sort of final couple of big rounds. And we'll
Doesn't
have
matter.
commentary from the whole 6++ content team with
What a-
David across the event.
Can't believe they tripped over their own shoelaces, mate.
Twice.
Tank into there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that looks like it makes it.
Yeah. This is what I wanted me CP for. Tank shocking.
I don't think you need it.
Tank shock's always good. It's
I don't
scary,
think I'm killing them.
especially
So,
when you have one wound
I
models.
shall fight first.
As soon as you start playing Space Marines and you play one wound models, you realize how scary tank shock is.
Okay. Well, you got 2 CP for an interrupt.
I do.
So I'm going to have to go here first,
You're
I think.
absolutely right. Because if you don't, I'll interrupt there.
Yes, so and I'm going to pop his
I
angry
think the Chaos
man
Lord,
thing as
We're
well.
both angry.
Yeah,
Chaos
So
Lord's
five
about to
attacks
eat the
plus
Judicious
3.
Squad.
We used to be friends.
Or
Hitting
rather
on
get eaten by the Judicious Squad.
strength is 8, so 2s, 6s are devs. Okay, so you've got 4 saves
It's
and
2 damage each.
yeah,
Cool, dead.
AP 2.
Yeah, Judicious
Devs
killed the
go
Chaos
through,
Lord
kill
there.
him, and Devs go through. He's only got 2 wounds left. So.
Yeah.
Judicious is just so
Do
good,
you want
man.
to interrupt?
With what? A toad or some dogs? A toad that will fight first before them. Oh no, you do have next round fight first.
I think Pete
No,
knows he's in trouble at
You're
this
not going
stage.
to kill the toad again.
No, I've
The
got
dog's
less
not
output
worth
now.
swinging the dog. Is this the toad now? Or you
Uh,
got
I'm
Just
gonna go
puts-
in the middle
there's
with the
just
dog.
so
Milk
much
dog.
pressure on 10 warp talons to save this entire game, and I just don't see how they do it.
Nope.
Strength
They
4,
cannot charge the
T4,
Judiciary, which is now in a good spot to
That's
actually
it.
stop it.
It's like they can't interact with that unit.
Okay,
And
2.
Pete's got
No,
nothing
wait,
left
wait.
that can interact with that unit. There's a handful of Havocs.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
dog on a
there's,
wound.
I don't know
Unit
what
there,
is
right?
what are his Havocs armed with, las cannons.
Looks like a last cannon.
So I'll just make
So there's a
sure
smattering of
that-
It's
Havocs.
pretty blurry, so I need to change the camera
Oh,
angle to
and I
see.
was gonna-
Maybe he can kill the Judiciary off with the Havocs. But
consolidate back onto that objective. You're alright with that, mate?
Looks like last cannons. Judicia
those guys
protecting
laugh,
everything.
yeah.
yeah, he's
Say,
just
"Oh, no,
he's
sorry,
just
you're not
such a strong.
Oh no, because I'm
position.
engagement here, aren't I?
Hey, you're
Actually,
engaged
there's
there, being
two.
close
There's also nothing left to hold
We'll put 'em back.
Pete's
There's
safe. If
two
the warp
units of
talons go,
Havocs.
there's nothing left
Then
on
I'll
his flank.
try and fight you there.
I think this is folding quite hard.
For 5
Actually,
attacks
these might
with
be
the
legionaries.
Judicia,
Oh yeah, Legios.
7,
This is
so
not-
5s.
Not enough.
Remember, it's only turn 3.
One block. Is he
Yeah,
dead?
I think
It's a
it's.
dev wound out, just 2 devs.
Down
I
to
think
5.
the demons
Down
are
to
probably
5.
folding in the next turn or two.
I hit once.
They've run out of puff.
I'll wound. No, don't wound.
No.
And then the
Mum,
rest of
I'm
it's not
famous, leave me
worthwhile
alone.
doing,
That's
so
what it is.
it's So
Remember
And
when I
then you
started
get
my
to
YouTube
swing,
career
do
when
you?
I was younger? I would be recording a video and my mom would walk in and ask something stupid. I'm like, Mom, I'm recording.
yeah,
You probably know the struggle.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Because she wouldn't understand. She would just
I've
walk in,
been,
just
I've been
stop
back.
it.
I've been back with the parents for a couple of months whilst I was job
oh,
hunting,
5.
They're only 80.
and they'll like bring you a coffee in the middle of a
Only
stream.
81,
You're
mate.
like,
It's not good.
A, this is adorable. B,
It is when you make them all.
it's
though.
not cool.
Fair
These
enough.
days it doesn't matter
middle.
because people are just
Yep.
used to it.
yeah, exactly.
Back then you tried to be professional.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Mom."
yeah. No one cares. Man. It's all very chill. But
I was hoping you'd have gone further with there, so I could have heroic with them. But you played it right.
Yeah. Yeah, I was conscious of it. So I get no prisoners for 1-2 units.
Hangar says hit the transport with
great.
las cannons and
Sorry?
pray for an
Lord
explosion.
and
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
it's an
yeah.
option,
So
but I think
3
it's
units.
whatever else they
That's
can grab at this
bring it
stage. It's
down
looking
up to 4.
it's looking rough. for
If
the
that's
Senate.
your plan, you know, in a bad spot.
Yeah. Gives you, I think, the
I think
lead on
New
this.
Marines remain quietly one of the better armies in the game, so we've seen it in practice here.
Yeah.
Vanguard are great into
Yeah.
melee armies as well with the tricks that they have.
I mean, just to give you an example, they've got bolters, right, with strength 4. I played Guard of Lasguns with plus 1 to wound on Bridgehead. It wasn't the plasmas and melters doing the damage, it's the
It's
Lasguns.
the little
Second-
guns, it's
your
the weight of fire.
primaries is 8 again.
Yeah.
mate.
Because with
Yeah.
plus 1 to wound, it might as well be a Lasgun.
Oh yeah. You want to
Dogs.
are going up.
It's whether the flesh hounds can turn the tide.
Those do, though. Those dogs are going up. So those ones have gone up.
They're up, yeah, mate.
Yeah, they're
There's a
up.
beast of
Sure.
Nurgle still
Thank you very
kicking. There's a few little things,
Have you got anything on? You've got nothing on the.
but I
inflicting
think
with
losing Bellicor
At
and the
the moment.
Bloodthirst
No,
in
no,
mid game
no,
is
at the
is just
moment, yeah.
brutal.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely
So
brutal.
Cooler goes into background 3.
It's like you said, the bouncing plan in the beginning with Bloodfester was great, but once the Talons bounced and he bounced and they couldn't come down. And I don't know what was the plan with bringing on the Legionaries. I'd rather just bring up the one
Storm
Talons.
hostile objective.
Yeah,
No, it's just there's genuinely only that many
It's
left.
actually-
that was it. He's just had a
Engagement
couple
slot.
more
Yeah.
units in the list than he can cycle,
Yeah.
and I think he had a bit too much in deep strike. He had the
Well, there's
Legionaries in
definitely
deep
an
strike,
objective to be stormed.
and it's like you can't work the Bloodthirster, the Warp Talons, and the Legionaries into the game through reserves. It just doesn't work. And that was So I think if the Marines had jammed from turn 1, this would have happened quicker. The same sort of outcome could have happened quicker, basically.
But yeah, the Bellacore Bloodfester, I loved it.
Oh yeah.
Just jump in the middle, go kill, then rapid ingress, within 6 of Bellacore, jump kill, and
Yeah.
just rotate that.
There was some cool stuff there.
Battleshock
I
and
just
the
think
dog is on
because
one
he'd got
word.
himself a primary lead, he could be a bit more passive and hide and wait.
So I'm not listening.
Skeletor says unleash the inner Chuck Norris. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the only thing that's relevant. Cool. They are within 12 of them. So they're going to go 6 and go for a 6-inch charge.
Cheers for all turning up and watching today.
Yes,
We
glad to.
obviously we love you guys. We're going to say coverage coming all weekend. And shout out to David for being a big damn hero with this stream setup. It's a lot of work, a lot of effort. He covers a lot of ground, does a lot of setup. It took him hours yesterday to get this all up and running to bring you the best 40k coverage. So
I weirdly enjoy it.
yeah, I know you enjoy it. If anyone fancies chucking David a super chat so he can get himself some nice beers or a new camera or something, I'm sure he'd appreciate it very much.
Definitely
We are
camera.
hugely grateful
OC2.
to him for turning up
So I've got 2,
and
3,
helping
4,
us out with
5,
our
7
first
OC
ever
on there,
GT.
mate.
How exciting is this? 6++. We're taking over the world now. We've run an event. Nothing can stop us now. We're going to get that yacht in Monaco any day now. It's a matter of time.
See, be careful because I remember Dan saying that, and then literally as he opened Glasshouse, the COVID hit.
Yeah.
So be careful.
They've done all right, though. It's worked out in the end, hasn't it? Glasshouse is doing well.
Oh, it did. It was rough though.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
bet. That was
and
rough
I know
timing.
there's also a lip there.
There is, mate. You can do it,
So
mate.
I'm
Yeah.
just going to fuck him off there. Could also do with the toad.
I was hoping that they would not be there, or very nerfed.
To be honest, thinking about it and the timing, the Glasshouse toilets might have been the
They
source
can
of the
charge that.
COVID.
It's got fly keyword, but it's not a
Plane or
a plane. Yeah.
Gus says maybe a dinghy. It'd be very difficult to stream 40k games in a dinghy, but we'll try. Where is this being held? So this is being held at Prestige Wargaming, which is a new venue, relatively new venue that our good friend John Swallow set up in Barnsley, so up in the north.
No,
of England.
he's going to get me.
It's a really nice venue.
It's
Yep.
it's a fantastic venue, and
You
like
wanna
John's
work
been
out
dreaming of this venue for a long time. It's like his sort of later life project he's been planning to do, and he's just nailed it. I think it's amazing. Like a venue,
Could
a
very well
wargaming
be.
venue set up by a wargamer. There's nothing like
Yeah,
it because
should be.
they
Just
know
there,
what the
mate.
nerds want, right?
Big enough
They know
gap
what
is the
people want.
question. Look at that.
Oh, they've
And
got
it's
big
really
bases,
well
haven't
set up.
they?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Loads of tables, loads of space. Every table's got 4 chairs. That's so luxurious for a wargamer as well.
And you've got Taco Bell and KFC
Yeah,
right on
so
the
yeah, exactly.
No, I
Nice,
think
nice
I-
location in the town. And yes, I think we'll be back. It works really well.
Ooh, this is quite close.
Let me get some more fingers.
Me too. I know. I've been there for too long.
Are they even
Yeah.
9 inches long? Best
Might be
check.
all right.
And believe me and Dan, we tried to renovate them,
have
but the landlord is
For
not keen.
future reference,
Probably
they
all
are.
right.
Because it's effectively an industrial estate. He
It's a
doesn't
very
care.
small window. Exactly dog sized. Yeah, I
But
think
on the
there's
turns,
nothing there
on the flip side, we've got a great parking.
They're not keen on that, Pete.
So
Well,
I kind of
listen,
go
I
with
need
that.
engage, I
Just
need
look at the
points.
bright
I
side.
know you do. It's going to be. It's a good game. I'm enjoying it.
You'll be surprised how many venues don't have or have really crappy chairs.
Shockingly, those
So
wall
it cannot be
champs
comfy.
move forward.
We've got
So-
office chairs. We're fine. We're chilling.
What do you want them to do? Do you want them to shoot him or shoot that?
Thank you.
Yeah, I think at this point it's just what do I do now? What do I do now? How do I not mess this up? But I think it's just an uphill struggle now.
Big old Jim says, give any lads from the War Hamsters a swift pat on the backside from Tom.
Did you fight that with your toe?
Yeah.
They're hungover apparently. I know they're
did-
hungover
did-
because I was
I didn't
drinking
wanna
with them
remind
until
you.
closing last night, so
You sure?
I was very much culpable in that. I've got away with it though. I think they'd been drinking a lot longer than me.
No, I see. you just tucked in at the end.
But no, I was having a nice chat with them. We played them at an ITT a year or two ago, so it was nice remembering some of the faces. I played
should kill
Steve,
those, mate.
I think. Steven from Warhamster. We had a very good game, so he's a lot of fun. There was a lot of very silly chat last night. It was great.
I think I lose too much this term.
No, but I've got nothing on this point.
I'd take fold-out trolley, which I do, over the chair anytime.
I
My
don't
army-
do the trolleys. You Glasshammer boys love your trolleys. You've all got your trolleys.
But they're so useful.
I've
Kill
never
them
tried it.
and then skip back. Yep.
Once you
easy
try
done,
it,
mate.
you
So
never go back.
Scrivo tried it for LGT once, and it fell over in the car park. He had his whole army on it, and it went over. Just models everywhere. You're like, I don't think that's how that's supposed to work.
But you know, Money never did it, and Money is the clumsiest person I know. So what does it say about Scrivo? No, genuinely, that's the greatest investment I've ever made because on the bottom one you put your army case.
Yeah.
In the middle you put all your accessories and the jacket.
Yeah.
And on the top you've got your army. It's great. You can have your drinks in there, everything. And it just saves you, you know, especially in your KTC events, you don't have much space in between tables for your tray.
I'm gonna
If you keep it on the trolley, it's very comfortable.
So we've got a few interesting plays from the demons here. Flesh Hounds have snuck in the back for engage.
I'm up to
Yep.
3 CP as well.
And if they can charge that stupid
Okay,
flipping
shooting.
ballistas,
But why? It doesn't do anything in
that, 'cause I'm actually thinking it's
they
actually
can
quite
take
scary
the
now.
objective. Because they could
Oh,
charge
yeah,
it
that's true,
straight
and
back
string
onto
it.
it. I don't know if I think Gavin has stickied it. I can't see if there's anything on it.
But there is a objective marker, so
Mine
it is
front
sticky.
hit.
There is
Oh, no,
a
yeah,
one
yeah,
hole
It's
point.
sticky, but I don't know if there's no models on it, right? So if they can just charge the
I don't
ballistas
think there is
trail,
anything on it now.
AP3
Let
Ignore
me.
with cover.
I think
So
those
5 up.
Pete might have some primary denial
Oh, good.
outs here to try and
2d6 plus 2
get some points
total.
down.
4. Do I want to CP the 2?
And that is the killer thing. Can he, with the beams he's got left, can he scrap the points? We'll see.
It's a 2.
So what was the total damage, sorry?
5, 6, 7.
I'll just have a wander down the tables.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. Just double checking myself.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Tom is right. There's nothing on that
I put the
objective.
last cannon on the wrong side, which is annoying. Fucking fully intended to shoot that with them. Fucking put in the wrong place. I'm not shooting them at all. Gonna throw the 2 pistols and the last can there, the other one's out of range.
And see what happens. Yeah.
Dark Pact, pass it. The last can first. Hits and
I believe we've got legionary shooting now
No
into the
cover.
middle.
3. No cover off this one. Love it. Plasma overcharging, hitting on 3 and hitting on 2. And then winning on 3. Nothing.
Did you overcharge?
Yes. The guy
You can see all the shooting. I'll be right back. I'll just go to the bathroom.
Cool. Rest of it's all done, dusted. Doggo flamer breath into them. Yeah.
Are these, what OC are these? 1?
1. UOC 1 or 2?
1 on those guys, yeah.
Okay. Doggos into them on the flame breath for 6 shots.
What was you doing? Oh, shooting me.
2 wounds.
Take a wound on a guy, yeah?
It's not a very good answer. I think that's all she wrote. I'll go charge. I mean, technically the doggo could flame a breath, so yeah, that's fine. Cool, let's charge. They are exactly 6 away from them, so I mentioned it earlier when I moved them. They need to go in.
I'm going to reactive move them then.
Go for it.
It's D6 inches for 4.
Cool, so it needs to be a 10. But I don't get to re-elect the charge here, do I?
No. I just wanted to get more OC on this point.
Yeah. That strategy was fucking horrific. I didn't realise when I was playing the game that I couldn't do it. I had an idea on how to play this army and I've just not done it. The idea is to try and trade the walk downs and the bloodthirst each turn instead of done it in the same fucking turn and ruin my own plan.
Yeah. The recycling.
Yeah.
10, 11, 12, 13, 15 OC there now, mate.
Yeah, going back. Sorry, guys.
Cool. I'm still going to go for the charge. It's a 10.
It's a 10.
That's a 3.
That is definitely not a 10.
Hey, do you want me to re-roll that?
If you want to.
Well, it's new battle round, so I'll use this free CP to re-roll it.
That is a 10.
There's a word for people like you. It begins in W and ends in R.
It's pretty good that he actually makes the charge because that was looking really rough.
Yeah.
I can never find my mouse when I'm away from my computer, so let's see if I can get a zoom. How does the camera behave? There's good light, so it should look pretty good.
I didn't math those. So now I've almost pretty much guaranteedly taken it, because he's got -1 OC in engagement range, and I'm going to wipe that squad and go tag down.
All right, mate.
There's
All right.
got a plan.
Fucking hell.
God,
Put it back in your pants,
aggressive.
mate. Jesus.
Gesturing and posturing. This guy's going to charge the thing that doesn't fly.
Yeah.
6. Well, I mean, it flies, so it's not playing.
It's another Battletoad.
Sticky back.
2 plus.
No, mine. No hands in the charge phase.
It doesn't matter. It's just when you take it. So.
Great. I'll heal it at the end of the
I know.
charge.
You took 3. You took 3, you know.
I'll write it down on his stomach somewhere for posterity as he heals. Those dogs charge those dudes. Really aggressive 12.
All the charges, mate.
But I can't actually get past you, so. Cool. You go to there. Yeah. Okay. There you go to them.
Yep.
8.
So Warp Towns make it. Judiciary is stuck in combat with the Beast of Nergo. So Warp Towns will get to, for free, kill that unit and jump back up.
And Garen.
Yep.
I think that's what we're charging.
So not too bad, not terrible.
Oh, fuck it, they'll go for a 9-inch charge into the fucking
Why not? You
monsters.
making them.
9.
That is not a 9,
Cool.
unfortunately. Would have been
So
good.
that basically got my arse out of jail for free. You can't interrupt, can you?
No, I used my CP to run away like a coward.
And just help me get further towards the objective. I thank you for that, by the way, girl. He goes and he's angry. He's gonna do
I suppose I could have gone that way to block the charge.
potentially, but then it just sees you still got those and I put
Yeah.
more dogs on it. I think that was the right choice.
I
Me
think
not
it was.
nailing a 10.
Yeah, it was odds on you wasn't going to do it, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So
Yeah, so quite
cool.
the mix-up
Go
with
them,
the
they're
10-inch charge
angry,
actually
so
going
what's
off.
on extra
Yeah, I
attack?
know, yeah.
Do the dog-
So now they've got the mid-board.
Yeah, this
I
is-
didn't expect that.
It's swinging back. Did the Fleshhounds make their charge on
No.
the ballistas?
No,
that
they
would
just
have been amazing. Right?
Yeah, because that would deny him
Because
a
if
lot.
you
of
lose
time.
the back objective in this game, it's huge. And that, if there's any potential back in for Pete, it's to nick that off Gavin. But he might be running out of time.
So you're telling me if
Sorry,
he
I
made that
failed
charge,
all
the
of
ballistas would have stayed in the corner?
Kills 4.
If he makes the charge, the ballistas is how he's managed to get there in the first place. So it's the ballistas' fault.
Rolling. Can you give me 4 AP2s for 2?
Fun part is the ballistas,
So
no
was
matter
it
what
3
he does,
then, did you
cannot
say?
kill those
that was
dogs.
4 dead.
They'll be one left.
And then
Yeah.
4
Yeah,
AP2s for 2.
4 AP2s. There you go. For
So
dead.
what
to be
a
fair,
barnstorm of a
he done a
game. This
good
has
job,
been
didn't
swung every which way.
Just what do you want to see? How are you doing, Tom?
Hello, Tom Green. Quack. Quack.
I'm going to have to think next turn.
I'm hoping so. You can
Yeah, Gavin needs to
think I'm
stop
just
those
out of
Fleshhounds.
stuff.
If they get on the back objective, that's
Trying to
bad.
get his
The ballistas should be able to just shoot and kick him to death now, to be fair.
Yay! Hello. Those dogs will fight. I've got a
So yeah,
CP.
the all-in from the CSM
AP.
might be enough if it can just fold the Vanguard in the middle, prevent the rollback. Pete's primary is still good. The crucial thing is Pete needs to be
Just
alive to
doggos.
take several objectives at the end. If he manages that,
But with lance force.
he's not dead
Yeah,
yet.
very nice, Pete. Very nice.
3, 6, 8 to AP2.
2 damage or 1 damage? 1 dead, 2 dead, 1 on a
Yeah, 1 on 2 wounds. Oh no, 1 on 1 wound.
1 on 1 wound.
The dude on a wound.
Dude on a wound.
Yeah, that middle objective is
take
definitely
yourself
gonna get cleared out.
Out of
Yeah.
combat unless
The
you want
dogs
to
were
pilot.
the 12-inch charge, but they were like 2 away, so it's not as impressive. But the 10-inch charge legionary was a bailout.
Huh?
Yeah.
Do I want to tag? Because I can just pull them off, can't I?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, I love pulling off them. I pull off all my models in my own time. Go there. Let's go here with the toad into that thing.
okay, mate.
Pause. Cool. And then strength 6 is going to be 5s.
I'm not going to bother attacking
A
back.
couple of dev wounds.
A couple of dev wounds?
Yeah.
Come on, Pete.
The Walt Towns. Everything into those dudes.
Shall I just pick them up?
I don't know.
They've got, no, I think you'll kill them.
4.
I've only got 2 wounds.
The only thing I'm interested in is whether the toad is gonna die this turn.
So has the Beast of Nurgle has basically just held the Judicial unit up.
Yes.
They've just got stuck on him.
Yes, which lets the Warp Talons run around scot-free.
Yeah, that little Beast of Nurgle's done wonders in this game.
But I said that's the issue. You've got Judicial, which is great, but you've got it with a 5-man Intercessor squad, which does not much. If it was Blade Guard or 10-man Intercessor unit, then I understand.
Yeah, absolutely.
1, 2, 3,
Absolutely.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What's me?
I'm just going to pick your dice up, Pete, after this.
Threes rolling. Assumably they are T4.
Just T4, mate.
Are these all successes?
What lay? Strength for you?
So these are Warp Talons.
All right.
Then,
When you see loads of dice being rolled
They were
many times,
misses, no,
that's
they were
generally
twos.
Warp
okay,
Talons.
cool. Thank you. And then me rolling. Yeah, not very good combination. Can you give me that many?
AP2.
Yeah, that's right, Hengus. The
AP3.
Battletoads are Beast of Nurgle.
Alright.
It's good use for the old models.
It's very noisy up here.
It is. That's the one thing I've
Pete
noticed.
modelling for advantage as always. He's cheap. He's trying to make them short.
To be honest,
One
I
man
love
shot.
the new models so much. would
I
never use them.
adore them. They
Oh, I
capture
should have
that
it separately.
character of the Beast of
With the
Nurgle so
captain,
well, like the
dead.
playfulness of it. Like,
4 dead,
yeah, I have
Just
one.
mocks you as it doesn't die.
5
yeah.
dead.
I guess
Then the
maybe
question
taking them
is
in
put
Death Guard now is
fours
quite
in the
fun.
captain. You've oh, to be
They've
fair, the
definitely
captain's
gone up a
alive on
level.
wound. Got 5
But I
wounds
should have done that properly, shouldn't I, Pete?
Yeah.
So I forgot.
I mean, to be fair, even if you do it the bad way for you, you're still alive on a wound.
I'm alive on a wound then.
Assuming the toad doesn't go for you, is the only thing I'll say.
I got fight first, mate.
You might kill the toad.
I haven't done yet.
If the toad dies, it's big.
I shall go with my Judiciaire. Remember to re-roll 1s to wound.
Reroll ones. Everything
I
else?
hit all the time. Strength 7, 5s.
Rerolling ones.
More dev wounds.
Down to 5. This is the exact same thing that's happened twice before.
I hit
is it.
twice
If
with
you
the
could
Thunder
just-
Bomber. A wound, no times, and I can't bother to do the rest.
Yeah, cool. Heals back to full. The toad's my favourite thing. Yeah, funnily enough, he's going to swing into your dude, your captain. 4s.
And you're going to get a dev wound now, aren't you?
No, 1. Give me an AP 1 save. Not like that. I actually can't consolidate. They have to stay where they are. They're still on the point, but I'm not allowed to consolidate. The same problem earlier. I'd have to go forwards. That's why I put him at the back there.
Oh, because this is closer.
Well, I mean, he's closer.
He is closer, yeah.
But I made sure when I went in to put the extra ones over that side. That's why you saw me shift.
Giga Chat Toad, yeah, absolutely.
For a laugh.
Yeah, why not?
You cannot kill the Chad.
Fine.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
So the Beast of Nurgle is actually, as sometimes happens,
That's
doing the absolute
end
Lord's
of
work.
my
Yeah.
turn.
So
Doing the
you've
absolute
got
Lord's
an
work, the Beast of
engagement
Nurgle.
up front.
Incredible.
And
Like,
got my storm.
they are, if they
These
can just
there,
get in pockets
there,
where they're not
there,
getting
Yeah,
hit
big,
well
big
enough to
and
die.
storm of
Yes, you
hostile
can
attacks.
shift them.
Yep, 4. 4 and 4. Finally unfucked my secondaries.
And yeah, this is a bit of a swing back for the old Shadow Legion. I think they're doing all right.
It is.
And then
And it's just if Pete can
Battle
just diddle
round
him on the
4,
score,
isn't
that's
it?
his only way now, because he's not going to win the military battle easily.
Yeah, because I
But
just
the
hold my home.
Judicial squad getting held up is huge. What a crazy game.
up to 2 CP.
That Judiciary is doing
Select
nothing all
submissions
game.
of
He
the
came
ones
out.
And he's
stood-
denied the primary with the beast on the other side as well.
Yes.
It's huge.
Yes,
Absolutely
you
huge.
will. My favourite
Yeah,
bit.
Gavin's primary game's been a little bit weak. A little bit weak.
Yeah. And he's going first, which is really scary.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you're pulling anything off?
This might be a swing back just because everything's tied up.
If anyone's wondering how the Orcs are getting on,
select
they've won
edition.
2 games. So
Cleanse.
Josh
Shocker.
Wood's guard
Oh,
were
that's
tabled by
cleanse.
Mike Duff.
Cleanse.
But Kelvin on the Orcs did lose, defeated by
Well,
Mark
that's fine. Do you
Cromwellholm
want me
on
to
his
do it for you?
Yeah,
Necrons.
just do
Mark
it on me.
Cromwellholm has brought quite a volume fire
Cool,
Necron list, trying,
Yeah.
trying
Yeah,
to shoot back at the
slow
Orcs. We'll
this,
see if it works for him.
And even if you play the most broken list, you have to pilot it well because
100%.
every list has
Established
vulnerabilities,
locus
and
is
orcs are
in
very brittle.
Yeah, that's the thing. The
Centre or
Dakar list is actually
Oh, I
quite
could have
fragile.
done it if Schweik had
I
gone up.
offered. I offered.
Oh no! I'm up to a CP. Doesn't matter.
Not to 2.
So if we go to the
Okay,
game
I only
summary,
have battle shocks on my speeder.
you can see the
yes.
primary is not looking great for the Marines.
This is the
All
killer
right.
thing. Yeah, because they got
on
just a
him.
3 there in the end.
You are not
And
fine.
they're going
Give me
first,
more
so
than
all
that.
demons need to do now is just deny it for one more
Yeah,
turn.
so I think having got himself into a really peaky
Right.
position,
Any more battle sharks?
Pete
No.
might be able to dig this out, but it depends on the hit back here, right? If the Marines can, they've not got a lot of stuff to hit back with. Yeah, they took a
OC
pounding
of a
that time.
toad. 2.
The fact that the beast lives.
Yeah, because the
I'll
just
fall back.
can't do anything.
What OC are you?
3.
Contesting.
And then I'll put Shrike on it.
Beast of Nurgle is
think
so
four,
serious.
no.
Free.
I'm going to have to... Oh, Oath of Moment
Tom
is going
Green
to
says
be...
it's not as bad as everyone
these
is
guys
making
here.
out.
What, the orcs?
Yeah,
They'll
no,
die.
it's pretty
They
bad.
are.
It's pretty bad, Tom Green.
For what it's worth, I can't really do
It's pretty
anything
bad.
now, so...
Oh, I missed. I
Yeah, I'm
forgot
used
to
to
tell
the
people.
lot.
I
You've
watched
yeah.
Jack
Always-
Tight in his
I lost
round
too
1. He's
much
playing
stuff
against
first
Demons of some description. He took the Demons' backfield objective turn 1 with Zodgrod.
Yeah,
just
he does that.
slingshotting 20 grots across the board. So yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, come down, Tom, for a game. I'll put you on the stream against Jack.
Oh hell yeah!
We'll
Hell
see if
yeah.
it's that bad.
Yeah.
He can do it. He can do that. He can Locust. What was the other one?
Assassinate. Kill him.
Yeah, wishes that unit
Yeah, this
there.
game's going to go down to the wire in the end. It looks
Yeah,
so
it's the
bad
only
for the
available
Demons,
target for
but
it.
I think the Vanguard have slipped on the score. They've just slipped on the primary.
Yes.
Slipped on the primary execution and let the Demons
Don't
back
think
in.
there's a line through there.
The
so
Beast of Nurgle making a charge was huge.
And the 10-inch from the
The
Legionaries.
10-inch was huge.
5 inches gets me to there.
Oh, and the Ballistus is out, everybody.
3 inches
Do not
to
adjust your
there.
sets. He's actually in the game.
But what's he gonna do now?
He's going to kill those flesh.
But I don't think he is. He's gonna kill 3.
Is that enough to at least save the point, though?
Or he's gonna kill 3 at the charge and tank shot.
I think that's what he has to do. He's more important now than he realises, right? He's become
I
crucial.
can't fly over that.
I think Gavin knew how this game would go, and he's been saving the
So
ballistas there.
if it was me, right, I'd move the Shrike to help in the middle, move the ballistas somewhere here so you can shoot the Beast of Nurgle,
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
and then pray.
Tom Green says, don't get me wrong, I'll be on it for South Coast. Yeah, South Coast meta is going to be
I think it's
absolutely
going to be
wild.
perfectly dead even
Yes,
at this
so I know a few people already that are bringing orcs.
Oh, there'll be loads.
I know Money was thinking about bringing orcs.
I mean, yeah, I don't think there's I don't know what beats it, right? So
but I've got more on the board.
as someone who doesn't have access to an orc army, I'm just going to have to take my licks, I think.
You don't have to.
I know Money told me, he's like, David, what should I bring? Something
hit
orcs or something that beats orcs? I was like, what beats
Wound
orcs?
once.
Yeah, we don't know yet. We don't know what
So
beats
the,
I assume
the
it's not AP5.
Ed,
+1 to hit.
And maybe Ed, we'll see. Maybe Mark Grumblehunt. There's a couple of those hit, like so Ed and Mark Grumblehunt are both really good players.
8
They've
shots
tried
into
to
you,
find
it's not
something that
worth it,
works.
you're just gonna
We
heal
will
it, I
see.
can't hurt you,
If
so
this
don't
will be a
worry
good
about
test
that.
for it in this
Great
environment.
conversation.
but again, nothing to cry over really because
Strike
It'll be
will
fixed
shoot
quick.
into
Oh
there.
yeah, it'll go. And it's funny, innit? It's just fun.
yeah,
Game's so balanced, so much.
it's funny until you get paired into it.
Yeah,
Whatever
it's
it
fun. Like
was
Celeste
there.
was fine. This will be fun.
Locust there.
After to have to survive a Locust.
No? End of your turn, you just get the points.
So I'll Strike hits, strength 5. So 2's to wound, I think, isn't it? AP1. 2
Go
damage.
Shrike. Splat.
I've got no more shooting. Oh, shooting here into doggos.
There you go. The ballistas. He was so useless for so long he forgot he
I
exists.
can re-roll. 2s.
Yeah, he's owed the doggos.
AP3.
He knows it matters.
Kills 2.
D6 plus 1.
Yeah,
So
kills 2.
kills 2. Anyone's?
Pull off the back one.
If the doggos survive here,
See, I predicted 3.
it's
Oh,
disastrous.
so much
Rocket.
Disastrous for the Space Marines if the dogs survive.
Strength 10, so 2s. AP2.
I think
Cool,
they
done.
should be
D6
okay.
on these.
Don't get a 1. Don't get a 1.
If Pete had
Cool,
made the
gives us 2 more.
charge last time, I think he wins. Just straight up
Straight
wins.
up, yep.
Yeah.
0 primary.
Yeah.
So one dog, all he needs to do go is just tag it and stay on the objective, which is easy.
Strike is not going to kill that.
Because if you
Strike has
contest
got
the sticky
grenades.
objective, it's still not yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Has he got grenades? Some guys.
Mine don't have grenades.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
But yours should. I mean, for what it's worth, I can see grenades on it.
No. What a loser.
It's not
Simplified, not simple, boys. Let's go.
You need to be on it, Tom.
Yeah, man.
It's not the 10 for prepared. Shockingly, ATVs have grenades.
Yeah, that's nuts to me. What a
I'm not
nuts
going to
little
kill the
unit they
squad,
are.
but Strike is going in.
Hello. Where would you like him?
Loop.
Is that
7.
+1 to hit earlier, only in the shooting?
Yeah. It's only shooting. 7 attacks. Hitting on 2s
Strike going in.
with oath. Very good. Well done,
You're
Strike.
quite good at that.
Strength 5 +1 to wound.
2s. What gives him lance as he just got on his weapons?
Oath.
Oh, of course.
So 6 wounds, AP 2, 2 damage.
Hey Theo, how you
4
doing?
on 5 ups.
Hey Theo, my
His
nemesis, how
last
you
2 on
doing?
5 ups. There is a do live, skill 3.
Very good. Very good. Amount of stuff, Rob.
Good news for me.
Fed up of playing now.
Cool. Anything else? Technically, you fight for that.
Technically, I fight there
I
first.
think potentially.
Oh, is it worth it though? I did hit all the times that I did this year.
5s.
Potentially the
You've done
Vanguard have run
exactly
out
the
of
same
puff.
thing 4 times in a row now. He's got 5
The
wounds
Vanguard
left.
might
Oh, I
not
did
be
hit
able
all
to.
times
The
there.
breakthrough looked like it was on for a minute.
Great conversation.
And just can't be
Yeah,
bothered
but
anymore.
it's deceptive because when you look at the table, so many things can
My
happen.
fights.
Yeah.
It's that, mate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It swung
He's
every
only
which
used
way.
to super angry, so he's only regularly angry. Dark Pact.
Because I thought
Got one for the
demons
charge on
truly
Toad
got
with
themselves
my,
in a
incursions.
tough
Yeah,
position
all right.
by just
Yeah.
losing the big guys doing
I
not
got
much really.
excited.
Yeah, do you want?
Because if Pete gets a big round of primary
Yeah,
now,
I
holding
get
the
it.
middle, that's definitely Jenga. There's no way.
Well, what do
Do
Marines
the-
have to
I'll
get
keep
him out of it,
finishing this
right?
combat here,
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
move in
trust-
and then roll your
What
The
did I
strike
get,
will
a 10,
do a
was
bunch
it?
of damage now
9?
and everything, but then he's probably gonna die.
Yeah, I
Dark
think so.
Pact's fine.
Just depends on what the
25
Warp
attack
Talons
of
can do,
Lord,
doesn't it, really?
3s and
It is the
6s.
warp talons.
That goes back in.
I don't know if does he have fullback
And then
on charge in this attack. I
T4
have no idea.
No.
Just T4
So the
for
impulsing
up in
might be able
one
to
move.
tie them up.
Yeah.
I was surprised they
So,
didn't jump back,
We've got 4 dead wounds
the
on
talons.
strike
Yeah,
and 3 saves.
yeah, I agree.
Give me 3 AP2s.
Emily?
3 AP2s.
I think Pete's been quite rattled. It's
Right,
been
so
quite a
gone
tough
then.
game for him.
Yeah, he's only got 6
Yeah,
wounds.
because I was like, ooh,
And
the
then you're
judiciary is
gonna
tagged, so he cannot
Yeah.
interrupt them.
No, completely. He was. I was talking to him. His plan was to use
Should we talk it
Bloodthirst
out?
to one turn, Warp Talons the next, and cycle. And that is the way to do it.
Your
But it's,
Toad-
Let me
the demands
roll
of the
out
game
some
are too
more- Yeah,
much.
yeah,
You
roll
just
out
need to
stuff
get
and
it
then
all.
we'll talk it out, mate.
Hey, how you doing, Aaron?
Hi, Aaron.
Into your
Hope you're
dudes.
doing well, mate.
Because I played quite a lot of warp talons, and I realized very quickly that they're the scariest when you don't use them.
Yeah.
The threat of advance and charge and jump
No,
up
kills another
makes
guy.
people just sit back,
Over here.
Yeah.
but you don't really want to
This
send them
toe.
out because there's always ways to tag them or overwatch them, and you just start
Yeah.
bringing down.
They're hard to actually use. in the
And
game.
they're expensive to operate.
completely. Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Yeah, that's that. So you fail your assassinate, but you do get your locust.
I'll get a locust.
So much way you stop me, or you fail, I fail my.
Yeah, I think the
areas
demon's
now,
gonna
and
take this
assassin's
now.
kind of in
Yeah,
the same
because
place
if you look at
Demon's gonna
the
take this.
if you look at the scoring, because you can't really see it, assassinate
That's 2.
didn't happen.
And
Bring
then I'm
it
gonna
down.
discard.
Sorry, establish locus
Assassination.
small.
I'm probably gonna leave
So
you.
look at his scoring; is atrocious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's on 53 points. Looking
So
at
I'm
that
going to go
score.
up to 2 CP.
I
Yeah,
got to
Marine
3.
scoring hasn't been the one. And it's just the primary. I think the
Minus,
demons
my
have just
second- my
managed to
primaries
hang in there
are
on the
just
primary.
That, and that.
How are you doing,
That's all of
Yuka?
them.
The 13.
Oh yeah, you ran off that one.
I'd
didn't
love to
you?
go to Germany. I've met the
Oh yeah, you're there. Yeah, you got it. You
German
got it. mate.
stream at the WTC.
My missions
The great
are
guys.
defend and extend.
They've got the
Very nice. 8 points.
massive
Yep.
LGT style event in there as well. It's probably worth a visit.
Oh, I was meant to charge me
Get some good
Dreadnought.
kebabs going.
I only completely forgot.
If you've never had a German
sure, mate?
proper kebab or
I
a
moved
Polish
him up
kebab,
because I
then you
didn't want
need
you
to
to
try
just
it.
steal my objective, my home field objective.
Yeah, and swing your attacks.
So we can do
Look
that.
at the right side of the board where the Space Marine's
And then
backfield is. It's
I
just
won't
so
bother
empty.
swinging him.
Yeah, no, swing it.
Go for it. I don't even know how many attacks he's got.
Oh yeah, ballistas into the dog.
I miss all the time.
See, that's what I knew you were going to do. That's why I offered.
There we go.
Tank show?
Got my 13 there, 153.
Looks like the demons went first, mate, not the Marine.
Okay.
Really?
And
Yeah.
then what have you
Judging by the-
got left? I mean, I'm just going to leave the toad there, eating up that.
I swear that
Can't
wasn't,
be
I
bothered.
swear
I'm
that
not
yeah.
wasn't
running
how
out
it went.
anymore, mate. All right.
I'm pretty sure when I was looking,
Fed
they
up with doing
were.
it.
Yeah.
So they're going to jump all
Double
the way
check
that way,
it.
charge
Go and
into
ask
a
him.
dog pile now
Yeah.
objective.
I'll ask.
They're probably going to go that way. Is that squad there
Yeah.
to kill that squad,
Yeah.
making that a very awkward?
Yeah,
wing
as
to
you can
take?
see, guys, the killer is the
So
primary in this
let's
game.
do you want to
talk?
talk?
Yeah,
Pete's
I'm
taken
happy
some
to
licks
talk
and
it
taken
out,
some
mate.
casualties,
Yeah.
but he's stayed very religiously on
Jump,
primary.
charge.
Hello, Logan Matthew. Lovely to have you here, mate. Hope you're doing
Yeah.
well.
So
Yeah, so Demons went first. So actually, Pete needed that tempo.
Probably doesn't know.
I thought he was on second. I was a bit surprised at the.
I was convinced they went first.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised at the aggression, but now it makes sense. He needed the points.
That's all that matters.
So he's swung back into it really well. To actually get that primary lead built up going first is hard.
Again,
So
because
he's
I'm
done well.
scoring
He's done
right
very
now,
well.
it doesn't really matter too much. I do just need
Hey,
to
Nergo
read
Matthew, I was
some
mentioning you.
dogs.
Not seeing you in the chat is usually odd.
Yeah.
They all run to there, charge him, and end up on that point.
YouTube's telling me the stream is having interruptions, but I don't think that's the case. So let me know if it is, because I can see my bar being solid.
Yeah, a non-unreasonable chance, but they could fail to kill them.
I think, we'll roll that one out.
Hey, Kevin.
I mean, you can shoot first,
Hello,
but then
Kevin.
I'd pull
Decent
away
chunk
from
of
you.
US
Yeah, I
people
wouldn't
watching.
do
It's
that.
nice.
Yes,
Good,
I'm
good
glad you
audience.
guys pop in and watch, because I know how hard. Watching War Games live streams, I know how hard it is hour-wise to actually stick around and watch.
This is a decent-sized crowd for a Saturday in Barnsley, you know.
Yes.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
probably
Not
half the
too
population
shabby.
of the
Welcome
town.
everyone. Nice to have you here.
Cheeky with it.
We've just had an absolute doozy of a game with the Shadow Legion, the Vanguard. It looks like it's kind of winding down now.
Yeah.
It matters not.
Don't listen to us too much, because every 10 we said someone else is winning. That's how swingy it was.
Well, yeah, it was really like in the tempo. I think I understand some of Pete's decisions a bit more now. I thought he'd been too aggressive, but actually, if he's going first, you have to.
He wants to sit there.
Yeah, you have to.
I still probably would have thrown Beast of Nergal in the middle rather than
Yeah,
Belacon.
I think he needed to not lose one of the big demons when he did. Like he gave them up too cheaply.
Lord.
But I think, I mean, in the end, he's ground it out because it looked really bad for a turn. The Beast of Nurgle have been clutched. They saved the day. They turned up and saved the day.
2 dead and then 2 AP, 2
I think Pete's cards are pretty kind here, so that hopefully gets him. Might get him over the line.
Yes, Defend and Extend does a lot.
Because Gavin can catch up a decent amount on the. To be fair, it will be close. It will be close because Gavin might have enough to get a 13 or a 15 on the cards on the primary DM.
Scoring glass, you just have to push onto the objective, and as long as you get free, it's 13 points.
Yeah.
And then it's just secondaries.
But I think he's got warp talons all over his back objective.
If I get
now, so
engaged
it's
and
just
stuff like that, so at the end of the fight phase, it'll be
Kevin
going
says he
up.
loves the 6++ guys. Thank you. We love you too.
'Cause he's going
The rest of it doesn't really
Oh, he's
matter.
coming to LGT as well. That's
you
exciting.
take that. If you kill him, then
Good
you
lad.
kill him.
LGT is always a great weekend.
Yes,
Yeah.
LGT is fun.
I never get a good run at LGT anymore. I always have a rough time, but I always
so
seem to pair into nonsense. But
currently 3.
I love
Yeah,
going.
so
It's good
I
fun.
can try and
I used to have
fly
good
him
runs at
over
LGT,
and try
but
and
then
kill
I
these
just...
off. Did you want to shoot into that, see if you kill it?
It's a lot of randomness as well, because if you get
Yeah.
bad pairings, it's just bad.
3s on the 6s. Cool.
Nice.
And I'm glad you're here from Australia, Eyeball.
Give me 4 saves.
Yeah,
It's,
well done.
It's a
You
big
can
time
go-
difference to
I do
cover.
have 4
Crikey.
saves, 5 ups,
Crikey.
1.
It's a heroic effort.
3d6.
My accent's awful, I'm sorry.
So
6 blood.
I can't even do English accents, so there you go.
So the goal with the stream today will be to showcase all the
So
new
that's
detachments
gone.
if we can.
Yes.
So I think we're aiming,
So
we'll see how the pairings go,
you've
we're
scored
aiming to
yourself-
have Custodes
yourself
on
in,
for
Pete.
round 2.
Yeah, with
With
Under
the
the
Lions of the
Lions.
Emperor.
did
So
you want to
we'll
roll
let you
your
know how that
toad
develops.
out over there or
And
not?
we're saving Orcs for tomorrow because we think Orcs will probably be in the running tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Which one?
I'll be
The
shocked
one
if they're
on,
not.
Yeah.
I'm holding the objective with 5
It
guys.
serves them right if they're not.
Oh, Kevin's a friend of Robbo.
the
We love
guys.
Robbo. One of my bosses in the Team England setup keeps me honest.
So that's
Lets me know when I'm being an idiot. He's not shy with it.
281.
No, he doesn't.
He's not. He does not take any shit.
So that's all right. And I'm not battle shocked, so at least I can hold that point no matter what.
See, I've got
It's at
it
the end
easy
of my
because
turn
I'm
though,
not
isn't
applying
it?
for the
So,
team,
yeah.
so I just give him
So I
shit
might-
and he can't do anything about it.
The dream.
So we'll
Yeah.
see.
Well, what are your cards?
Yeah, just do me, Pete. Do me.
Your cards are behind enemy lines and storm. So the
Well,
do is
Yeah,
there.
can get behind enemy lines.
Shot.
And I might be able to get Storm
Yeah, probably.
It'll be 8 points,
if I just fly.
which becomes 61. I
I
don't think he
fly
can cover
14
the
inches,
remaining
I might have to
18
hit
points
it.
with cards.
He's out of puff here. It's going to be
Can you
really
see from
close.
your angle, Pete?
So it's already scored, right?
Yeah,
So
and
let's-
it's ultimately
On the
it's
point
the
or close
two
enough that I can shoot and
13s
charge.
for Pete are huge.
He knows you're battle shock
That's what
though.
has done it. It's
So
just
I'll auto pass
He
my
needs to
battle
hold
shock.
3 objectives
that's
together,
it. It's
including
just
his home.
Just that win on the primary has been everything. The Vanguard have scored great on the cards.
So you got
done
11
fine.
there.
But
Three
it's
there.
the primary
Okay,
has
mate.
done them.
Okay,
And they were a bit too tentative early on. They didn't get
so
up
hold
the
it by
board.
that bit.
And then they suddenly had a good turn,
So
got in a
didn't
good
make,
position,
I
but it
did
was
not
too
make
late.
the objective, or I did?
You did.
I did. Cool.
However, what I will say is, Going to Overwatch because I've got CP left over.
Go for it, mate.
Those three. Dark
Yeah,
Knight.
I don't think there's anything he can do at this point to claw back into the game. This is gonna be just short.
Threes, 1.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Minimum
I know
2
he's rolling some dice, but I'm just keeping the score on the side so you
Explode.
can see what's going on.
It doesn't matter. He kills the dog.
So he's gone, so that's game.
I think the land speed
yeah.
has exploded, so I
So I get behind enemy lines.
Gavin's done.
Are they OC 1 or 2?
1.
Oh.
So,
So that's
Yeah,
gone
he needed
down
to kill
two.
two
oh, is that
dogs.
the actually 3? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I said
Doesn't matter then.
Yeah, I think it's a complete primary
so
shutdown here at the end for the.
The behind you get.
There's
3
just no
points.
units to push them
Yeah.
back.
The storm you fail.
So
Do you want
None.
And he
then
failed
you
Storm.
in the end,
3 points.
the
somebody's
demons got
second.
it done, but that they made work
On
of
your
that. They
primary.
made hard work
Primary.
of that. It looked very, very peaky in the middle.
Well done, Pete.
We thought
Well
the
done,
Vanguard
mate.
were done quite early
After a
on.
very nervy middle of
Yeah,
the
Ground it
yeah.
out.
I think
Very
I lost
well
too
done.
much
Again,
my first
congratulate
round
our
or two
players.
for me out, but oh well. Fail storm, get 3.
So yeah, that's probably the game over.
Cheers.
Let's see if I can
Thank you, mate.
get the camera
My
for
arsehole
you.
made noises.
There we go. We've got Tom. We've got Gavin and
I have
Pete.
money on now.
Coming straight back into this, and then suddenly it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Right? But you were nearly there.
It's the he's got big stuff, tough stuff that I have to put a lot into, which means I put a lot out, which
Where's the
means he's then
score?
got to
There.
take away a lot of my stuff. And because he had so much pressure, I had to move block him. Otherwise, he's running through my arm.
So it's a pretty convincing
I mean, I
score.
had 5 more
20-point
units than he did,
difference.
but
With
when
I
he
think it's
can
13-7.
fight something and bugger off. That's better than my fight, my
How many
mine.
points
So
did
For the
Judas shoot?
demons.
5 dudes.
145 points.
Because the Toad's 65 and he just tied them up
Yeah,
all game.
they need to go up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
agree. Nothing. Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
But there we go. I will just
Yeah.
that was my gamble there, right? I wasn't sure whether or not to do it.
take that away.
Brought that home with bees.
Move to here. And I'm here now. Tom's talking to the players. So, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna have another game very soon. I'll update the round on the side in a second. During lunch, the stream might drop for 30 seconds or so. I'll restart the router to make sure it's continually good. I'll restart the cameras, fix the lighting, and all that stuff. Then we've got a bunch of new content coming. I'm streaming the Glasshammer GT in end of April. I'm streaming Ed's massive team tournament in the beginning of April. And as you can see on the screen right here with my sponsors right there. There you go. Prestige Roll Gaming, which is the venue. Come on, switch. Adept Roll, which is the app that I will play you an ad in a second so you can see what it does. And the Scrapyard.org, which produces all my dice, and the dice are amazing, very good quality. Dan used to buy them for Glasshammers until we got our own production, but I'm still buying the stream dice because they're such a good quality. But in the meantime, I would be really happy if you guys watch the ad I have from the sponsor. So I will mute my mic and I will play it for you, and let me know what you think.
Are you tired of rolling dice, hoping for the best instead of knowing the odds? With the Adept Roll Math Hammer app for iOS and Android, you can quickly import profiles. Here we import a Tempestus Scions squad and run complex Math Hammer simulations in seconds. Let us first remove unused weapons, then add Melta to the Melta gun and ensure we have the correct weapons for Tempestus Scions with a command squad. 3 plasma guns, 3 Melta guns, 2 plasma pistols, and 5 hotshot laser guns. Finally, we shall select twin-linked, reroll hits, and sustained hits from the global modifiers. We can now simulate an attack against a Chaos War Dog and review the results. Adept Roll gives us detailed statistics for dead models and damage, as well as hits, lethal hits, devastating wounds, and much more. Here, the Scions unit has a 75% chance of killing the War Dog in one shooting attack. What will you discover? Download Adept Roll now for iOS and Android.
Here at the Glasshouse, we're more than a store. We're a gaming paradise. Step into our epic gaming hall filled with custom terrain, specially crafted tables, and a bar serving up just what you need to fuel your adventures. Calling all strategists, card collectors, and dice rollers, this is your haven. And when hunger strikes, we've got mouth-watering noodles ready to keep your quests going strong. Here at the Glasshouse in Telford, the gaming excitement is non-stop. Dive into our packed schedule, tournaments, events, and a community of fellow gamers eagerly waiting for you. Round up your crew and head to the Glasshouse, the ultimate gaming destination. Unleash your gaming prowess, create lasting memories, and let the adventures unfold.
So, there you go. Thank you for sticking through the ads. Try to make it somewhat funny. Dan actually got hurt during making of this video. He had a massive bruise on his forehead, but he deserved it because he didn't want to do the talking, so we decided to use him as a target dummy. And he jumped on the opportunity of being a target dummy. But yes, there will be a lunch now, and the next game starts at 1:15. I'll fix all the cameras and all the tech issues, and I'll be back with you guys. Thank you for watching, and enjoy some decent break music. And thank you, Tom, for sticking with me. We're gonna have someone else next game, and we'll decide who did this. See you guys.